All right, welcome back to Streets of Lavidia. This is session 6, entitled "Reach for the Stars." Last session, the group, at the end of it, we kind of went through a bit of them getting the next job, but I kind of want to go further into it a bit, just to discuss the matter, so we understand what we're kind of walking into. The message or missive that or contact would have explained to Morrow that there is a sage named Vasily in um, uh, the conglomerate that is specifically intent on receiving the Celestial Codex back. It was stolen from the conglomerate by a boy of a thief named. Where is his name? It is
Something Markov?
Markov is his last name, correct. His first name, though, is
Norris?
Chad?
Yes. Wait, no. Nor was that real? That wasn't real, was it?
Well, it's just
No.
it's
Delphon.
a rearrangement of a different name.
No, Delphon. Markov. I see what you're doing there. But no, Delphon Markov. For those who are not up to speed on the name Markov in setting, it is one that was used originally in Gulthias Tree. It's basically a name that's kind of tethered to Draenarus for a long, long time. So, um, yes, it is also a magic last name. But the contact will tell you that the book contains rituals in it that, in the wrong hands, could be used to summon dangerous extraplanar entities. The book was stolen by Delphon Markov, who might be under the influence of some profane entity. There are four adventurers that have already been hired to retrieve the book from Markov Mansion, but they have disappeared without a trace. We have good reason to believe they're all dead. This specific heist, should you choose to undertake it, requires you to travel to the mansion, retrieve the codex. And
Which
for
mansion?
so that would be Markov Mansion. It's not on
Oh.
the city map; it is outside the city, which is why you're taking a car.
Gotcha.
So they would basically wish you the best of luck, and hope that you can also get information on the four adventurers that were sent forth, as well, to see if they were in fact dispatched or not. Everybody's in the wrong square. And while you guys discuss that matter just a little bit here, I'm going to fix stuff.
We also have to save Delphon without any harm coming to
Correct.
him or
Correct.
it
So
leading back to the Markovs.
the Markov family is a prominent trade family in the city. Markov Mansion is not the only estate that they have that's of like import for their family, and also of note in and around the city. Um, in fact, they hold property on the southeastern side on the coast, in kind of the fancy forest area, and that's kind of where like nobility stands. And they also have offices and stations on Paragalt Island, which is in the center of the kind of bay of Penford.
I have in my notes that alive was just preferred,
Yes,
but that
Yeah,
dead was
correct.
also okay.
Dead
Right,
is
okay.
fine, but
Right.
dead with a body so that he can be
Yeah.
resurrected.
Yeah, okay.
Aliveable, basically, is the true goal.
How about just a hit?
That will not suffice,
Damn it.
unfortunately. So Kevin goes there. Jonah goes there.
I'm used to playing my assassin. That's what he did.
Chad. Okay, everybody's in the right squares now. Sorry about
He
that.
was good at that.
Oh. Yeah, because rat folk don't live long. But he did, do a lot of good things. But off topic, back to focus. So I mentioned also last session that the Celestial Codex is a relic that is actually of import specifically to the Atavian Church. Does anybody remember what I said specifically regarding that? If not, I can recite.
It was for the shackling, I think.
So the shackling is in 30 days. That I mentioned that as kind of like a precursor to what will be coming next. It doesn't really have anything to do with that, but the codex as well is also of Atavian importance. That might have been kind of lost in the mix, and I apologize for that, mentioning both at the same or close to the same time. That's my fault. So the Celestial Codex is considered to be capable of bringing forth celestials, and that would be things that are part of the hierarchy. So angels and the like, and through right, binding them to the servitude of archons. Basically, it is a star binding book. So it turns the side of good to the side of law. The Celestial Codex and books like it are the reason why a lot of people, like the Osirians and others, don't really have much of a diversion of good and evil and law and chaos. They're very much just two flavors of the same kind of concept. Civilization is where good stems from, and anarchy or kind of detrimental activities towards a culture are considered evil and chaotic, right? So that's that book. The rituals that are kind of spoken about. If you're trained in religion, you would understand the reason why it's of importance to the Atavian Church is because it allows Atavian priests to bring forth celestials to work for them. However, in the wrong hands, it could bring forth celestials to work for whatever the person who's wielding them would want, and that could prove quite bad. So it wasn't created for the purposes of indenturing them and like holding them against their will. It's just that the people who created the book had to follow specific procedures. In the wrong hands, it could be used for the bad ways. Any questions regarding the codex, the manor, anything else? Anything regarding any of that?
So the checkered scars don't really know what they stole it for. They just know that they stole it.
Right. They don't know why Delphon stole it. The young Master Markov is not said to have been in his right of mind, according to the Scarves. So it is very much the thought process that he may be belligerent. He may attempt to kind of engage you. And it may be the case that he's already murdered 4 adventurers. Yeah.
So if it does come down to it, if we have to murder.
So yeah, you get a bonus if he lives. You get a bonus if you bring back his corpse and it's resurrectable. You wouldn't get a bonus if you murdered him outright. But it would probably look good upon you if you murdered him outright and like ditched the evidence that he was ever there. Or ever had the book.
Died in a boating accident.
Right. Sure. It'll be very hard for him to have died in a boating accident, which we'll discuss in a second, but yeah.
He died in an auto carriage accident.
Yeah.
You just hit him. That's where you just drive into him.
Look, there he is, standing out in the middle of the road.
Got him! Oh my god, what an easy mission. Book's a little bloodstained, but fuck it. That'll wash out.
Wait, who's driving? Who's got land vehicle?
Great question.
No,
that was literally a question I was going to ask next. So like I said, it will take a few hours, not days or anything crazy, for you to get where you're going. The trip will mostly be done off-road, so to speak. We're looking at the map here, and I'm going to flash ping us so we're all in the same kind of area looking at it. Okay. The city of Penford is kind of this large space, and the hexagons, just so you have an understanding of how big this city is quite Hold
Flash
on.
ping one more time.
Yeah. Bear with me here. There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
So you can see it's quite massive.
Yeah.
With that being said, too, you kind of have an understanding that like this western side, the drawing is not exactly 100% accurate, but this western side is mostly what you know of it. You don't really know much about like the north. Well, you travel outside. You travel to the north a little bit, and then this southern portion here is technically the bandit lands, but
Mm-hmm.
math is not accurate. Uh, you will be leaving out of the western gate, and there isn't really much of it showing on this image. I need to update my image, but there's supposed to be a road that goes to this bridge. It's like a bridge that goes to nowhere. Um, and when you cross over it, you'll be heading to the Marcoshi Plains, which are these plains here. And basically, you'll be going uphill and then traveling over to it. Since you're in an auto carriage, what would normally be like about a day or so's trip will take you about 3 hours
Okay.
to get there, and then 3 hours to get back. So there was a question that was asked and wasn't answered, and it was asked by one of your party members. So I do want to make sure we cover it. Who is driving?
Does anyone have land vehicles? I don't, but I could drive.
Yeah.
I have probably never been behind the wheels of a vehicle before, so.
Right.
I feel like Valentine has stolen a couple vehicles in his time.
Sounds like he's hard tasking trying to get that wheel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Moro, are you contesting him, or are you going to let Valentine drive the car?
I mean, I would need a special booster seat. 'Cause
No,
I'm
no.
a halfling,
No, you wouldn't.
and
No.
that would be embarrassing.
No. So the auto carriage that you received, the seats that it has are multi-specialty. So the expectation is that there are people of various different sizes that would be utilizing auto carriages, be it 7 foot tall individuals or 3 foot tall individuals. The seats are very adjustable. So
Sounds really
Well,
high tech.
I'm thinking Morrow would be like, it would make sense for Sebastian to drive because he has like great reflexes and stuff, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I got the
I'd probably
reflexes
sit in
of
the
a cat.
back.
Does he though?
I
I'm
mean,
just-
he has great decks. I mean, but I'm saying like he's like a rogue type. He's Dexy,
obviously,
right?
we just want the seal of approval on it from the boss. But I do also want to, make sure if anybody else is capable, like if you want to put forward your lot and see if you can't sway
No,
the others.
Kirnell does not drive himself.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, perfection.
Yeah, I can give it a shot, boys, but I don't think that's the best idea.
Fucking drunk ass.
So,
Exactly.
Wait. We can't be drunk?
No.
Okay, give me the wheel.
there's literally nothing barring you from drinking and driving.
I got it. I got this. I only
Except for
have
mad.
I only have half a sip.
Except we have to change it to mean something else, like
think I just
Marquesians
walked.
against drunk driving or something.
See
Don't
you in
worry.
3 days.
Muggles.
Don't worry,
against
Valentine. I'll drink
driving.
twice for you.
No, let's not use Muggles. It's not a good series. I don't like Harry Potter. Not for any other reason other than I just don't like the story. But
Well, we just lost our 2 viewers.
but yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. I'll view.
Sebastian is driving. I will need just
Let's
for
do it.
the start of the trip and just getting out of the city a vehicles land check. If you do not have vehicles land trained, you're making a dexterity check.
Okay.
Sorry, my
Guidance.
brain had the
Right,
words in its head there, and I just needed
15.
to say them all.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
15.
Sufficient. So you drive despite not having a license and also not having like legal capability to drive in the city. You
And
drive
under the influence.
right. Also drinking, being handed a beverage by Varric. So to understand the carriage's like design, it is very much sedan style, but not like what we're thinking of in sedan. More like a carriage or a cart, right? So there are two seats up front, which are kind of exposed to the elements in a sense. There is a windshield, but there's really not like much of a cover out there in the driving space. Then the carriage proper has seats for three on one side, backs to the like. Basically, you're sitting back to back with the drivers, and then across from them would be three more seats in front, or looking forward. And then in the middle, there's a kind of empty space, but you can kind of settle down a table in between the group to either work on stuff in the midst or drink, eat food, what have you, whatever you're doing on a long haul, and you need a table for. So who's driving? And then there would be so we got that. Who's sitting up front with Sebastian, if anyone? And then is everyone else
Me.
just kind of in the back, or do you want to try and like right on the top of the car, like some kind of crazy person?
Varric is 100% sitting right next to me because he's the homie.
Hell yeah. I'm
Okay.
giving you sips.
All right,
as
I'd
you're
like to
driving that.
sit. I'd like
We
to
got,
sit up
like-
front.
He's
too.
got the beer with the straw.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Moro, you're small enough. I think you would be able to fit with those two up front. I'm okay with
Can I
that.
sit like on your lap and drive sometime? I'm just kidding. Just
Well,
kidding. Wouldn't do that.
We'll discuss a bit about the driving mechanism here in a second, because you probably very much envision a thing that is
Is
not
there-
accurate. So we'll
Is
discuss
there
that.
music?
There
Is
is
there
not.
music?
You would need
Oh,
a bard
I
for
can-
that.
I can play some music.
And
We
looks
have
like,
a bar.
Looks like.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want to hear?
Tokyo Drift.
Those of you that are in the back, who is facing backwards and who is facing forwards? Effectively, who is sitting in the front would be facing backwards, so looking back, and whoever's in the back would be facing forwards. Does that make sense? And if so,
Kind of.
explain where you're
Yeah.
sitting.
I guess I'll be sitting in the back facing forward.
Okay. Krungar?
Walls in the back.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll sit where there's an open seat to sit.
You'll be
in.
last to sit. Okay, you get forced to a seat. And then Copper, you sit in the back, so you're sitting next to Kurnell.
I'll sit next to you.
Okay, so that really gives no option. Krungar is taking up the whole seat looking backwards. Okay. So the two of you that are sitting there just staring at the orc champion in front of you. Arms probably crossed, just that's the vehicle moves.
Bumping around.
Yeah. So for
I'm gonna start absolutely shredding on a loop. By the way, trying to play some music.
the carriage does not drive like you're thinking it drives. It does not have a steering column and wheel that shifts the wheels. The drivetrain for the front is very much like an actual wagon where the wheels are kind of independent, and the engine is pushing it as if it were being dragged by very, 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 very fast forces, and you're basically pulling levers to kind of shift. If you're turning left, turning right, you have to kind of shift in different directions with these two shifters. It is not Tokyo Drift. The car handles, or the auto carriage handles fine, but it's not going to be doing any like crazy Vin Dieselian maneuvers. So just let's make sure we take that out of our head. The only thing that I think will come up that might be Vin Dieselian is if somebody jumps through the air head first at somebody, and takes them out that way. We'll get there.
Good, do it.
Okay, so you're driving just fine. You exit out of the area and you cross the first bridge. You start making your way up the hill. I need for you to pick a representative of your group,
Mhm.
and that's the unfortunate asshole who has to roll a random encounter check because you're outside, and I'm sorry, I played Final Fantasy when I was a kid. This is what we do.
I'm gonna go with Varric.
and then
Do it.
and then the screen kind of flashes, and then everybody's locked into a combat scene. That's what happens.
So what am I rolling?
D20.
D20.
Also, pro tip: let Michael always roll your random encounter checks because rolling high is bad, and that motherfucker can't roll over a 5.
Yep, pretty much.
That's what, like 7
know,
rolls in a
yeah.
row.
You know,
It's got to be more than that. It has got to be
this
more
one was
than 7.
intentional. This one was intentional.
Like, oh, I'll use my powers for good.
I told you to get rid of the guns.
I know for a fact if I chose Chad, he would have rolled a nat 20.
Oh yeah,
I
Chad
know
for
it.
sure loves fucking
Yeah.
random encounters. That guy,
You know,
dude.
We
he
would have
is
met a Valor or something.
Chad is still a random encounter. It's never happened, and if it does, I can't wait. It's the greatest thing ever. But not focusing on that too much. Okay.
Oh, the fucking, you talking about kill?
Yeah, he's still a random encounter, man. So
That's
you're
crazy.
driving. Once you're
There? That's funny.
once you cross the bridge. Oh, I forgot. Chad, if you start lagging too much, we'll go ahead and switch you off the cams again, just in case. I did hear a little bit of lag there, but it wasn't too bad. But I remember it worked really well last week, so
When he's still out there making a mess.
there it is. There it is. Chat, I'm gonna do you a solid, baby. Hold on. Chat, if you want to pop off of Zoom, I'm okay with that. I'm fixing it right now.
Gonna make a picture.
I love you, buddy. Your computer just can't handle all of this D&D. That's all.
All our Chad fans are going to be dropping off too now.
well, okay. Well, if
Yeah,
I can't
'cause
see
he's
Chad the
he's
whole
most
session, I
popular.
quit.
I mean, how am I gonna get off? I mean, what?
The only reason I
This
was
is a
in this was
party.
to look at
You gotta
Chad.
change it every 2
Yeah,
minutes.
can't we put a picture of Chad up or something, like a real handsome
Yeah.
one where he's
Yeah.
looking really good? Maybe he's dressed in a
Like-
tux or something.
Possibly
Do we
chest
have-
exposed.
Do we
I
have a
think that's
picture
pretty
of
safe.
Chad dressed in a tux? I don't know if that's on.
I don't
offer.
know. Who got married last in your family, Chad?
Oh, God.
He actually stopped and thought about it. Okay, so then I just need to switch Michael and extra.
Honestly, I think that was my brother. And that was the first and only time I ever got arrested.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a story.
Story for another time.
Okay.
So
yeah, I went out drinking with Marine.
I said another
Story.
time. Hold on. I gotta get us back on track. We're so fucking lost in the woods.
This is the conversation we're having in the carriage.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're about to have a different one. Because as you are kind of passing up onto the next kind of section there's kind of an uphill sway, right? The hills that you're going up, they're kind of just lavishly green coated with, grass and some spotted trees here and there. It's not a heavily forested area, but there are definitely windbreaks between small little, patches of property that people might have out this way here and there. And up ahead, there's this very strange thing that happens for you, Sebastian. There seems to be kind of cloudiness overhead.
Oh.
But you can see a very stark beam of sunlight kind of breaking through all of that just off the road up ahead. It looks like the road up ahead is barred by a fallen tree, the stump of which you can see, and the light seems to be shining on what appears to be a set or a blonde, like, head of hair.
Oh.
With a woman's head attached to the hair, of course, but it looks like it's disembodied and floating over the tree.
Is it attractive?
It's kind of far out, and again, you can't really tell facial features. I would say this is what it looks like in the handout. Just imagine that you are the individuals that are about to talk to it.
Yeah, she's hot. I'll pull over.
Don't stop.
Yeah, but there's something covering the road, though.
I do not want any head jokes. I don't want any head jokes. Nobody has a skateboard. It's not happening, okay?
Darn it.
Just stop it.
I'll
We're
pull over.
adults sometimes.
I'll talk to the
Okay.
head in the
You
stump.
pull over, you walk over to it. This ray of sunlight just seems to be catching this human woman's head floating over the stump. And it looks like it was severed clean off. You can actually
Nice.
see the gore of the. I don't know if that's a pun or not, Elizabeth. I don't know if that's a pun or not. She said head shake.
Is
It's
it a
pun.
gargoyle or something?
What? No,
Could
it's
I
not a
make a
vargoyle.
religion
It's not a
check?
vargoyle. Vargoyles,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Since you know what a
That's like-
vargoyle is, you would know that they have like wings for ears and like are very much like more vascular. Is the best way I can describe a vargoyle.
Okay.
Like there's just a lot of blood veins, right? She, as you approach, says, "Hello, my name is Elra Lionheart. My companions and I died trying to retrieve the Celestial Codex. Heed my words, lest you too fall prey to the dangers of Markov Mansion. Delphon is using the book to conjure an otherworldly being not meant to exist in this world. Meanwhile, his purple-robed cultists busy themselves with eldritch experiments. Beware creatures that look like puddles of eyes and mouths. Beware the thing that has hooks for hands. And beware the mansion itself, for it transforms weirdly. Most of all, stop Delphon before it's too late. My companions and I had a camp on a bluff due south of the mansion. If you go there first, you'll find a backpack containing a map of the mansion and some notes we acquired from a dubious source. These might help you plan your approach. Best of luck."
Yeah, all right, head. Catch you later. And then he's just gonna
And then-
hop in the car.
As you move back to the car, her head starts floating after you.
Oh, okay, it's fine. with us.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. Is it?
Moro, you're a priest. Do something.
So
Yeah.
it seems to be like creepily kind of like following you.
I say, is there something that we can do, Miss Lionheart,
Huh?
to help you pass on to the next life?
What's that?
Is there anything that we can do to help you pass on to the next life?
What do you mean?
You're floating around the world like disembodied head.
Yes, I died.
I don't
Do
know.
you-
Is there anything that I could do? Do I know anything? Like any rituals, or can I like say, like,
Are
If-
you?
If you have the
Right.
spell
Do the rosary or something?
ceremony, you could cast it.
Oh, I don't have that.
Um,
Are you coming with us to the camp? Is that where you're going?
I'll follow you to help you.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. It's not honestly, Moro. This ain't the weirdest experience that I've ever
yeah.
had.
I whispered to Varric, Sebastian's always picking up strays, and Varric is eating, so he can't talk.
Was that a spit take? That was great. Wonderful. Love that.
All right.
Delicious, anyways.
I have such a sick idea. You know those bobbleheads that they occasionally
Oh,
have
no.
in the auto carriages? Can we have that more?
Oh,
Like, just put her on the dash.
Oh no, she follows you, and when you kind of, if you try to touch the head, to you,
Yeah.
oh yeah, your hands go right through her.
Oh shit. All right. Can you put yourself on the dash right here?
She just floats over your shoulder.
All right.
We talked to a ghost. Now we're haunted.
I mean, I fucked around. We found out. Let's go to her camp. Let's see what's over there.
Okay.
that makes sense.
You're awfully trusting of
Do you start driving?
Hey man,
Something's in our way, though. We got to cut that
Do
tree
you start?
down.
Do you start driving though?
Yeah.
Can we go around it? Can we go around the tree, or is there a ditch or something?
So as you drive, the head bounces off of the frame of the carriage and
Oh,
flies off to
no.
the back. For some reason, having you'll like form for that moment, and just kind of flutters backwards. And then as you're driving, Krungar, you look back, like you're looking out the back window, and you can see this head like floating after you. This lady's head, the hair flowing through the wind, and her like just flying as fast as she can after you.
Sebastian, must you always play head games with women?
Oh, damn it. I knew in my heart of hearts I was going to get it from the chat. I knew I was going to get it from the chat.
I'm
I
gonna
was
get
pretty
out.
sure there was going to be a brief moment where there was some, fellatio-related joke. But god damn it.
I wasn't gonna go there. Head games. That's more
Kevin's like, no,
mental.
I'm more punny. Thundergame got replaced. Andy got left behind. Okay, we have to have a pun master. It's the rules. Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
so we pulled off the road. Sebastian went out to talk to this floating head,
Mm-hmm.
and she gave us some cryptic warnings about the mansion.
Yeah,
Yep.
and where to find a possible source of information.
And then we got back in the car and took off, and now she's chasing after us.
She's following, yeah.
Yeah, not in a bad
Is,
way.
Not-
does it seem like she's following or like actively trying to catch up with us?
It looks like she's trying to stay with Sebastian. But
It's not a
failing
bad thing,
miserably.
probably.
Probably, maybe.
She's a homie right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as-
Yeah, Kieranel does one of these where he saw the whole thing happen where
Yeah.
like Sebastian was like, hold on, and he like pulled off and then got out of the car and went in the woods and then got back in the car.
yeah.
So we got
but
back in the car, we took off, and then a moment later he like looks out the window and sees his head is following them.
I want to stress something just real quick. The drivers are not in the car. So there is a separate carriage section, and then there's the driver section. The drivers are on the exterior. So the best way to mentally envision it... Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a carriage.
It's like a carriage, but with an engine.
Mm.
It's not like a
Okay.
car.
We sit up front pulling levers.
Right.
Gotcha.
Now, do we know
Gotcha.
we know he got out of the car to go talk to this?
Yeah,
thing?
you can see out the carriage. Absolutely.
It's hard to miss.
Okay, so we
Sebastian.
watched the whole conversation happen.
And heard it too, because again, it's not like there's, huge slats of glass that are holding.
Oh,
The only
okay.
piece of glass that's present on this piece of shit is the windshield.
Well, I was just curious, like how much of what transpired between him and her.
You
we
get
were
all of
privy
it.
to.
You get all of it.
Okay. So yeah, so we're leaving, and Kieranel notices this head's following us, and he kind of looks out the back window at the head, looks out the front window at Sebastian, and then looks out the back window at the head again, and then back at Sebastian. And he says, "I think she likes him."
Okay. With that zipping off, you would know basically where she has suggested is kind of off the beaten path a bit. To get there without kind of going directly through the mansion or driving up to the mansion, you'd kind of have to take a little bit of a trip. So you're driving, but the rest of the group is also going to be affected by your choices. So you can just do what you want because you're driving, or if you want to bring it forward to the party.
I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, that's the greatest idea. Oh god, her too. Is everybody in the chat? Is everybody in the chat?
So he's a hit turner.
That's good.
So
Moro would say to Sebastian, he'd say, "Yeah, let's head south of the mansion to try to pick up her whatever her help was that she left in their camp. So let's go there.
Yeah, we heading there now.
Yeah, just watch out if we're gonna have to go a strange route. If we have to go off the road or whatever, just watch out for ditches and trees and all that good stuff. I don't have to tell you this.
Yeah,
You know how to
no.
drive.
I
I've
got a good sense ahead of me.
Yeah, I could type it into my GPS, but it's not working right now. So we'll just have to go off of off of our memory.
it's no GPS. Well, there are spells that would probably help in that regard.
There
but-
are probably some spells, yeah.
So, if you make your way that way, it is, again, like I said, a bit off of the path, so it's going to be a harder, it's a bit of an obstacle to get to in your vehicle. What I'll need you to do is go ahead and make a vehicle's land check.
Okay.
You got this.
Hmm.
Guidance?
Um,
No, I can't
Yeah,
guidance them.
you're right there. You
Oh,
sure
can I?
can.
Good.
Okay. Guidance. That's is that a D4?
Basically,
Yeah.
for narrative purposes, as he's steering off
Yeah.
the road, you kind of put your hand on him as Varric's like singing or probably eating his rations, and you kind
He's
of
eating
like
noodles.
we keep getting him. We keep getting him. He's gonna spit that whole thing out. You kind of touch his shoulder and say,
Do I?
you know,
You got this.
it may not be known because he's my uncle from a long time ago, but Uncle Gemwich is actually a really great driver.
Right. That's right.
Really
Of course.
the greatest driver. He's
Like,
one of the
do I?
greatest.
Best
Do
driver.
I have to say I use a luck point before the roll or after the roll?
What's giving you the luck point? The feet lucky.
The feet. Yeah.
Click the feet lucky's
Wait.
speech bubble so I can read it. When you roll a d20 for a d20 test, you can spend 1 luck point to give yourself advantage on the roll. So yeah, you spend it before you roll.
Before? Okay. I'll spend it. Fuck it. Just in case. Because I want to look stupid in front of my friends in the head.
Well, she's a little ways back, so.
Yeah. Hold on.
We thought we lost her. She just goes floating through the trees.
15.
Ooh,
And
that's
then
a
you have a
good thing I
d4 as
did.
well. Go ahead and roll a d4.
D4,
That is a good thing I did.
yeah. A 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
16. That's
So the
okay.
next thing you know, basically, scene cuts as Moro kind of like blesses you and tells the story about Gemwich, and then you're driving up you're pulling up right next to the camp. It's mid-afternoon or afternoon time rather, and you would see that there is a camp. It looks quiet.
Wait, I have a question. We were up before the afternoon? Like in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Yeah, you guys probably party late, but you're probably early risers because you got to get
Gotcha.
your con set up. It's not a situation where you're just like falling into cash flow, right?
Yeah.
Especially if Moro's calling you on your call stone and telling you, "Hey, we got a gig. Let's fucking go. We got to leave the town." You're like, "Yes, of course." You put your pants on and you get to the Skyrail station. You get to the dive and you do what you gotta do. So when you arrive at the camp, it looks like a very simple camp. There does look like there is kind of a brushed out, well tended campfire. They didn't just leave it cindering. And it also looks like there's quite a bit of foot traffic in this space. A quick search of the camp will reveal that there are 4 backpacks. One of the backpacks seems to be what you would expect. Like it's almost like Sebastian. You have this second kind of like, or this sixth sense of like, this backpack looks like it belongs to her. Like Elra specifically, it just looks like it would go with what you've seen of her thus far.
It's my little pony, so you know it was her.
Right, it was My Little Pony one.
What was her name again? Elro?
Elra
Elra.
Lionheart.
Gotcha.
Ms. Lionheart, if you're nasty.
Correct. So, accompanying the map that you find inside of her bag, there are also some scrawled pieces of paper and notes, Sebastian, that you're investigating. Before we give you the details of that matter, because I'm presuming you'd be the one who sees it and goes for that bag specifically, the others, there are 3 other bags and gear present, and then there's also the camp itself. I'm going to go through each one of you one by one. I'm going to start with Joe Orvik. What is Krungar doing when he gets onto the scene here?
Looking around at the camp.
Is there anything in specific you want to look at, focus on, or just kind of the entirety of the area? Both are valid.
Anything besides the backpacks that looks like it could, I don't know, could be useful.
Make an investigation roll. We'll get back to you on that. Let's see. Chad, what's Kernell doing?
I guess grabbing a bag and waiting for everybody else.
Okay. You're just picking a random bag and grabbing it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's more concerned to see what these rich yuppies are up to.
Sure.
There's obviously something else going on. He's kind of more concerned what that something else going on is, even though that has absolutely nothing to do with why we got hired to fucking take this gig.
Noted. Go ahead and roll me a d6, and then Michael, what is Varric doing in this moment?
You said there is like an actual tent and everything, right, in this camp?
No, so it's more just like a camp proper, right? So it's
Oh.
like camping outside under the stars kind of deal. Um, it's still autumn, so it's not like terribly cold at night. It's cold, but it's not like it's fire worthy. So there's the bags, and then there's kind of the lay of the land, and other details like that. Which it looks like Krongar is kind of very focused on like the whole of the camp, and is like doing kind of a circuit around it very intently. Like you've probably seen Krongar become intense, and this is up there with the most intense he's ever been. That was a natural 20 on that investigation check. I'm sure his eyes are like things like
He turned on
I
the
crit
Tecton
the
mode
camp.
video game.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of hanging back on, also on the outskirts of the camp, just waiting for everyone to kind of look around, and I just turn over to Krungar. Are you okay, old chap?
There's something here. I can feel it.
We'll get the details of which is here in a second. Foxen, what is Copper doing in these moments?
He's going to investigate the fire and the footprints.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and make a survival roll, investigation roll, or perception roll. Your choice. The choice that you make will determine the answers you can receive. And then that was investigation, survival, or perception. Your choice. And then last but not least, Kevin, what's Moro doing in these moments?
I think Morrow will help Copper. He'll like go with
Okay.
him and kind of help him out with that. He
Then
Morrow
go-
knows that Copper is like an expert at this sort of stuff, but I'm just kind of trying to help him.
So Foxen, go ahead and roll a second time. And do you want to guidance him
Teamwork.
as well?
Yeah, I'll guidance you.
Roll d4.
If like when you're looking at the prints and stuff.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go through once again, just beat for beat, person to person. Krongar, you are intently focused on the camp and anything that might be like outside of the ordinary. From this position, you're able to identify 3 broad facts that if nobody really looked at the camp as a whole, wouldn't have been able to tell. First off, your vision of the mansion is very good. You can see it very clearly. It's kind of up that way on a hill. However, if you were looking down the hill, due to kind of the craggy nature of where the camp is kind of located here, and the rough terrain that it took to get here, it would be very hard to see the camp, even if a campfire were lit. So whoever chose this camp was very skillful in that specific task. Second thing that you would notice, kind of from an optic area, is defensively, this is a very good place to fight. It looks like if you were caught out here, you could kind of force your back to a stone wall, and you would only have one kind of progress point for someone to kind of enter into the camp. And that's basically kind of where the car is parked. So you've effectively blocked off, not fully, but effectively blocked off like, mounts or anything kind of getting into the camp in an easy fashion. The only other way into the camp would be like, I'm getting some feedback from you, Jonah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
The only other way to get into the camp would be like rolling down the hill that kind of leads up to where the mansion is. And then the third point that's just kind of a general observation that you're able to tell. It would take you about 20 minutes to walk to the camp. You would double that time if you wanted to do so stealthily. Still getting that feedback, Jonah.
20 minutes to the mansion, you mean?
20 minutes to the mansion walk.
All
40
right.
minutes if you wanted to move in kind of a quiet fashion. Okay. Now for more specific, because your investigation check was very, very good. It looks like 3 individuals left this place at the same time, out the way you came in. Your tracks kind of scuffled a bit of those tracks, and you're not really focused on that, but you're pretty sure it was just 3, and a 4th member remained here. What they were doing here, you can't tell, and it doesn't look like you could see their tracks exiting or leaving this place. For you, that key is that either this 4th individual is very good at hiding their tracks, or they are somewhere around you right now. With your
Are you
investigation
still,
check, you're pretty sure they're not here.
are you still
Um,
getting it?
no, not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then last, you find a small little alcove that looks like it's kind of a place for someone to hide and kind of sneak away. And you go over to it and check it. It is empty, with the exception of a small bag, almost like it's like a bag of holding, but you don't think it is a bag of holding. It's like the same size, like a purse or a pouch.
Bag of holding, you said.
Yeah, what's in the bag?
If you recover it and take it, you would find inside there is a amulet. The amulet in question seems to denote a god, or rather, one of the powers of the Dwerisin, which is the dwarf pantheon. The specific entity that is related here, since you have religion trained, you would recognize as Agwisi, or the divine power of martial prowess and strength in the dwarven tradition.
Hell yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay. Upon placing the chain around your neck, what you would realize is that there is a magical imbuement that is trying to attune with you. It is reaching out to you. If you wish to attune to the item, you can just spend an hour, a short rest, and you can attune to this item, or not. So, are you wanting to attune to the item, working towards that, or do you want to not do that?
I doubt we'll be here for a whole hour.
Probably will
Unless
be
are we
actually
planning
with the
on
search.
resting here? Okay, then yeah.
Okay. Then we'll get back to you on that in a second. All right. Next up was Chad. You opened bag number 1 of 3. And
Yeah, I think, especially considering that we're gonna be, I guess, like taking the of like a short rest here.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there might be. So yeah, let's start with this bag. There might be a couple other things I'd like to do.
Okay. Cool. Then, in that bag there are 3 days of rations and sorry, rolling. Okay. There are 3 days of rations and 34 gold pieces.
Cool. I'm going to pocket the gold without saying anything to anybody and just start handing the food out to everybody.
Sure. Okay.
And then after all those transactions have been made, I would like to start casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Make a sleight of hand check for me on the taking of coin. And then for the next beat, I'm going to go ahead and give this to Jonah. Inside of there, like I mentioned, there's a map and tattered notes. This is what the map looks like, and the notes are on the bottom in the handout.
Ho ho ho.
The notes read,
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Markov has a room on the 3rd floor where he performs rituals. A cavernous room underneath the basement contains 4 large crystals, purpose unknown. Mansion windows can be unlocked using the password Krokulmar.
Nice.
And again, there's nothing in these notes or with those statements that would lead you to think that, there's anything here. In fact, it looks like beer has been drank around this map. Your presumption is that there was an adventuring company who, in a scene similar to a lot of your heist planning, was staring at this map intently.
True that.
Okay. Then we had Michael you were. What were you doing?
I was kind of hanging around, but I had talked to Krungar. Can I see that he is messing with an
Yeah.
amulet of sorts?
You see the bag, and you see him pop it out and kind of sit there at the hole and kind of just put the amulet on, go, and then kind of go, and then just kind of focus on it.
Oh, okay. So he's already put it on. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Do you want to cast Identify on it?
I
You can while
was.
he's wearing it if he allows you to.
So
It's not.
I'm gonna kind of come over and be like, Krungar, I see you found something here. Would you like me to maybe identify this? Because we don't need, let's say, you go crazy and kill us all.
That would be the worst thing ever.
True.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, that's a good idea.
If you take the amulet and cast the spell as a ritual, it takes you 10 minutes. You'll find that this is an amulet of health. It changes the constitution score of the wearer to 19
Nice.
while they wear it. It has no effect on their
Oh,
constitution score if they
Nice.
already have a 19.
Mo HP.
And
Very dope.
No problem.
I believe you should be able to just look that up in the compendium, Joe, and drag and drop it. But if you want me to do it, if your internet's going to be goofy, I can do that.
Yeah, I'll try to find it.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So Krungar, keep this.
Forever. This is
Hell yeah.
this is your new style. You're gonna wear gold chains.
He's becoming Mr. T already.
You look good, old chap.
B.A. Brackus.
Not intentional, but I am leaning into it. Yes. Okay. Then the people who were checking the tracks, which was Moro and Copper, you got a 19, sufficient. So the things that I mentioned about Krungar's investigation at the camp, you learn, but you also learn additional facts. Because you're specifically looking outside of the situation as well. It looks like the tracks do go up the road a bit the way you came into the camp, but then divert off of it maybe 20 or so feet, and then it looks like they ascended the hill straight up to the mansion. You think that you could follow the same path without having to find it, and you could basically find yourself like making a shortcut up to the mansion. This is beneficial, so you don't have to sidetrack or backtrack and then go all the way back around to the mansion because it's up the hill, and the climb looked a bit kind of dubious. But because you can see how they got up that hill, you should be good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So you have found a path. Okay, so Jonah, after kind of gathering the bag and looking at it, there are two other bags. The camp looks like it's been thoroughly turned over at this point, as the leanings of a short rest have kind of begun as well. Is there anything that you want to investigate after gathering the map and the like? There again, two more bags, camp as it's understood.
I'll check the bags.
Sure.
See if there's anything else in there.
You picking 2 or 3, or do you want to roll for it?
I'll pick 2 or 3. Yeah.
2 or 3. You have to pick one of those. It's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2. 2.
Sure. Yeah. So you open up the bag. Inside, you will find 5 days worth of rations.
All right.
And a small pouch that carries 3 25 gold piece garnets.
Ooh.
Do you wish to try and steal stuff as well?
Yeah, I'm a rogue.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Deal. Hold on. Let me go mine. Sleight of hand.
So,
14.
before we get to the last bag, I want to make sure something is very, very clear at this point. Moro, you are helping Copper. Copper, you are scanning the area and the perimeter. You would notice that there are kind of expected from this group, but you would see that Kiernell's kind of pocketing things, and Valentine's kind of pocketing things. So in your specific kind of, idea here, would you mention this to Moro?
Me?
Copper.
No, Copper. Remember, Copper. Snitches get stitches. But your character might mention it. You never know.
What's it gonna be?
Snitches get stitches, Copper.
Hold on,
That's right.
Foxen. Do you mention it to the group, or do you mention it to Moro at least, or do you keep it to yourself?
I'll keep it to myself.
Okay. Cool. Too intent and focused on your own thievery to notice each other's thievery. There's one last bag. The two of you are rushing for it, but I'm going to ask other party members whether or not they wish to go for it first. So, Moro, you've helped Copper to this point. Copper seems to have a determination. And Varric, you have helped Krungar, so there seems to have already been kind of a determination on that as well. Do you wish to shift to the bag? First person who says they do gets it.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Me, I'm not gonna. Me.
I'm not gonna do that. No. Also, Moro probably knows they steal, but he just hasn't caught him doing it. You
Sure.
know. So
Varric, you open
You
up
don't
the
wanna
bag as you kind of move over to it, and this is just as they're kind of getting up and starting to like loom over towards the bag. So it's kind of like that situation where you're picking up the bag as they're like just ready for the bag, but you got it and you pop it open. There's a bit of a glassy jingle as you pick it up, and when you look inside, you'll see that there are 10 days worth of rations. Looks like 10 feet of rope, 2 potions of healing, and what looks like a scroll kind of stuffed at the bottom of the bag.
See.
You got that all, Michael?
Oh, I was the one that picked up the bag?
Yes. You said me.
What? No, I didn't.
No, that was me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't.
Why were you talking, Jonah?
Yeah, no, I didn't say.
Why were
I
you
didn't say
talking?
anything.
You aren't a person who gets to talk. So Moro said he's not going for the bag. Was Varric going for the bag?
No, I'm still over with like Krungar, kind
Okay,
of just
then
like
I guess.
you know, I'm a team player here. You guys can have what you want.
Okay, I thought I was trying to give you the bag, my guy. Totally fine if you do not want to take it. So the thieves, you two rush to the same bag. What happens when you get there? Because neither of you are able to just take it from the other without you kind of having qualms. So
We go 50-50.
here now,
You take half the bag and I'll take the other half.
Krungar out of nowhere just splits it in half with this great sword. That'll make it easy. Kirnell, you there? Chad?
It's like a
I
wish
am.
list. Both
Okay.
grab part of the bag and break it.
So Sebastian looks at you as you both move over to the last bag and says,
We go 50-50. You take one half, I take the other.
Of the bag?
The bag.
Okay.
You know what I mean. Contents inside the bag, not the actual bag.
Yeah. Is this before or after we know what the contents are?
before.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You open the bag
Sounds good to
together.
me.
10 rations, 50 feet of rope, 2 potions of healing, and a scroll.
Kirnell pauses a moment and kind of looks at the contents and he says, "You can have the rope."
I don't want the rope. I got enough rope. I want that potion, and I'll play you for the scroll.
You'll play me for the scroll?
I will play you for that
there's 2
scroll.
potions, guys.
We're not worried about the potions. I want to know what that
While
scroll
they're
is.
bickering, can Cover just reach in and take the scroll?
If you walk over, you
Yeah,
can see that they've laid out the contents onto the floor. Do you want to just grab the scroll?
Well, what's this?
Do you two stop him as he picks it up and takes a
No.
look at it? Okay.
I don't stop.
No.
So, what's very interesting about the scroll you just picked up is it does appear to be a primal scroll, which means it's a scroll that would be utilized by like a druid, a ranger, something to that effect. The spell that appears to be on it is a bit outside of your ability, I believe, but it is one that you can cast off of a scroll if need be. And I'm just
I did want to
double-checking.
preface when I said play you for the scroll, I meant like card games.
Yeah, Kirnell would have cheated, but he also didn't care that much. it depends on what the scroll. It depends on what the scroll is.
The scroll is a spell called Windwalk, which is only castable by druids.
Mm, mm.
It is a 6th level spell. If you were to cast it off the scroll, we would have to go into the rules. I don't know how they persist in 2024, but we'll look at it. But yeah, it is a spell that you cannot normally cast. But it is one spell that would allow you a great allowance of movement in a pinch.
I'm gonna add 1 potion of healing to my backpack.
Yeah, if you two both
Okay.
take a potion of healing apiece, look up at the scroll.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll hold on to that for emergencies. I don't imagine I will need
I think
it, but
I could just imagine a scene as like you hear the clang of the potions as they get separated, and then Copper's looking at the scroll, and then you just see Kieranel's head kind of appear behind Copper as he looks at the scroll, realizes it's written in like tree hugging jargon, and just kind of goes, whatever. Is that fair to say, Chad?
oh yeah, and also it'd be like, oh, this is like definitely like a very like action oriented type of thing. Yeah, let somebody else have that.
It is not for it. Yeah, it is not for you. Triply so. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the rations. There's 10 more days worth of rations. If you wanted to take them.
Yeah, I was just sort of part that out to. He does not give a shit if these people come back to their camp and realize they have no more food because he's just been handing it out to everybody.
Yeah,
They're dead, right?
they're dead. She told you
Yeah,
they're
we got
dead.
confirmation.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she had said that they were. As far as I understood it, they just hadn't like reported back or they were like missing.
Speaking of Lionheart, what does she do throughout all of this?
It probably takes. a while
Oh,
to
she's
get-
not here yet.
Oh,
She's gonna go-
You drove off,
Out of the
dude.
woods and we just jumped in.
You rolled really well for your drive. Like, yeah, she's not here yet.
I tried to put her on the dashboard. She
That
didn't
is too
stay.
funny.
She didn't stay.
That is too funny. Yeah, she doesn't have like a physical nature. She's just a ghost. So,
Okay, so we did find the path. We found what looks like probably the best path to the mansion from here.
correct.
Nobody located a lost person. Did we see like separate prints or footprints going off in a direction or something like that?
Yeah, so what Copper was able to determine is that person was very kind of stealthy, and it looked like there were 4 tracks on the uptick. So it might have been like some sort of ranger or rogue or somebody with stealth trained and expertise in it.
And they kind of
Okay.
went off.
So a couple more things. I guess it sounds like we're about ready to like pack up and move on. One, I would like to take the time to cast Detect Magic before we leave the camp.
Okay.
And then 2, did they leave like any of their clothes or anything behind?
No, it seems that they just had pretty much like the stuff that's kind of left behind like bedrolls and stuff. That's not worth anything, and it's not worth taking.
I got you. Do we have like our gear and stuff with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the carriage. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I would. Kieran would probably take the time to change into something more work appropriate.
More B&E.
Yeah,
You're gonna put a tie on or something.
yeah. It's definitely like he like gets into his pack and there's literally a bag that just says cat burglar and he's like, that's the one.
The name's no last name. Kieranel, no last name.
All right, hey guys, we should probably leave our stuff and hike up from here to the mansion because if we drive up, they're gonna know we're coming. So
Yeah, that's actually a great
this
idea.
is a good idea. Yeah.
To just like stage our endeavor from this campsite.
I want to stress
Yeah.
something also. You're here at the camp. At current, again, you've taken a short rest, which will get you kind of into the afternoon, like 2-ish. But as you may be aware, the sun does stay up during the afternoon. So if you want to go, you can. But keep in mind, you will be trying to break into a house during daylight hours.
Right.
Hold
That's
on,
probably not ideal.
we gotta leave baby here.
that what you're calling
That's-
it?
Yeah, that's what I call my car.
Your car?
I thought you meant
My
Elrond.
car.
The
No,
lo-
I
not the
meant-
loaner, bro.
I meant the auto carriage. We leaving baby here.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Baby.
Oh.
cover it up. Cover it up
Thanks,
with some
baby.
bushes.
You named it?
Yeah, I named it. We've been through a lot. We found a severed head. We found a camp. We
You've known her
drove.
all of 3 minutes.
I know. That's baby.
That's baby.
I never understand you.
Okay.
Such a shame.
Well, guys, I'm thinking that somebody like either Copper or I can cast Pass Without Trace, and we could head up. It'll take us 20 minutes, but we might want to kind of hang out here for a while till it's dark because, like, sneaking into a house in broad daylight is like they're probably expecting people to show up if a group of adventurers already showed up and was dispatched. So, and then I'm thinking we want to sneak. It sounds like we need to sneak, obviously up to the third floor where he does his rituals, but also maybe to the basement to maybe destroy the crystals or at least find out what they're all about. You know, maybe we can get some good chakra or something.
You think we can sell them?
I don't know. They sound big, but I don't know. I don't know. Really know what the size of them is, but the map shows them. Looks like, you know.
So, in new rules, they only have spell scroll level 1. That's because the Dungeon Master's Guide doesn't release until Tuesday. Okay.
Whoa.
So, what I'm going to do for the time being is we're going to use for the casting of spell scrolls, just for now. It might change by next session, so I just want to make sure you understand that, Bachman. But for now, the DC to cast this spell, you would have to roll a nature check as a part of the casting. The DC would be equal to 10 plus the spell's level, so 16. On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll and has no effect.
Ooh, that sucks.
It
So
doesn't explode.
it is a DC 16 to cast the spell on a nature check, and if you fail, then it's wasted. But
Could I
according
guidance him?
to, go ahead.
Oh, could I guidance him if I know he's
Yeah,
doing it?
absolutely.
Like he whips it out and says,
And if
hey,
somebody
Mara,
has-
I'm going to do this.
If somebody has nature trained, they could use the help action to help with that as well, to give advantage.
Ah.
Or if you have a heroic inspiration, you can utilize that. Plenty of ways to get around skill checks being difficult. But according to this note, there is no such language for that on a level 1 spell scroll. Now, I don't know if they presume it to be the case that if you have a spell list, you can cast level 1 spells or not. So for now, I'm just going to say we're going to use the old rules until we can see 6th level scrolls and see if the rules have changed or not. Okay?
Hmm. Interesting.
That's fine.
So, do we want to wait for nightfall or do we want to go ahead and do it now?
I mean, if we went in under the cover of darkness with Pass Without Trace, we would be pretty much invisible.
Right.
Unstoppable.
And then we'll go in. And what do you think we should do? Like stick together as a group? I mean, the problem with that is it'll take us a lot longer to do what we need to do. But I think
Yeah,
we might
like what are our objectives here?
want to go.
Recover
You
the
gotta
book.
get the book, kill the
Recover
kid,
the boy.
Cover the
or
boy.
recover him, not kill him. We don't have to kill him.
We could do non-lethal
Oh,
damage.
I
and
didn't
just
say
knock him
recover
out.
him alive. I just said recover the boy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
We can kill him.
Yeah, you can if
Okay.
you want to. Or
Or
Not.
we could knock him unconscious.
Valentine, always wanting to kill kids.
Yeah, come on. It's just,
I believe that was one of my things that I said that, like,
yeah, no
alive.
killing kids.
He's
But
not.
wait, we
but
don't know if
He's not.
a
He's not a
kid.
chop. He's not a chop. He's not a chop.
He's
We
not
can
a
murder.
chop.
We can murder this guy.
Yeah,
okay, we
he's
can
a
murder this
guy.
guy.
He's a guy. He's a guy.
He's a murderable guy. And again,
Unmurderable.
we'll see, but he may make you like lean towards murder. Okay, so if
We'll
you
see.
take some time and relax and rest, any kind of attunement swapping or anything that you wish to do is done. So you are now attuned to the amulet of health for you, Joe, and yeah, when you make your way up. No rolls are necessary here.
Wait,
Go ahead.
did the head come to the camp?
It did,
Okay.
and that's where it will
Also-
remain.
Okay.
Also, John, real quick, can I like text Copper to talk about harmonizing a spell potentially
Yeah,
while
absolutely.
you're going forward? Okay.
Spell
I just want to say
Well,
I
let's
probably
actually-
want to harmonize something.
Let's
So.
go ahead and just do that out in the open. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
that
So
conversation will
what
go
first
faster.
level? Basically, what first level spells do you have, Copper? Because I can harmonize and learn one of them, as long as you're willing, which we have time. So.
So for those who are not here, sure what is happening here, because it's shenanigans from effectively homebrew content, but it's not. It's on sale on DM's Guild if you want to buy it. Harmonize is a spell that bards can cast. It's first level divination ritual. They can do it as a ritual, so they are going to go ahead and do so. It'll take about 10 minutes.
I have a lot.
Well, which ones do you have prepared?
A lot.
Yeah.
I get 3 from
Oh.
Moondruid.
Just copy and paste the list if you can, and just drop it
Yeah.
in there, or like
I'll just.
screen
I
cap
just.
it.
If you agree to harmonize with me, I just get to pick one that
Yeah.
you know.
So the bard will synchronize with a willing spellcaster within 10 feet of them and learn to manipulate magical energies temporarily in a new way. They'll gain knowledge of a single spell of first level. It doesn't need to be a spell on their spellcasting spell list of their choice that a creature within 10 feet of you knows or has prepared. For the spell's duration, which is 8 hours, the bard is treated as knowing the spell and can cast it using their spell slots. Now, doing it as a ritual will give you a first level spell slot, but if you wish to upcast it, you could upcast it for a second level spell slot and learn a spell of second level. However, I think you only have like 2 second level spell slots, so it's not ideal
Yeah,
at current.
I'm just gonna hang with the first level.
No problem.
Thank you, gentlemen. I will look through these.
Yeah, I guess that was a way of going about it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Who don't know. He just clicked all of the spells he can cast. And then out of nowhere, my wife
That's a
sends
good
me
question. If we're resting, I could change out my second level. So
my wife sends me a dank meme.
A what?
A dank meme.
Oh, I thought you said a deck meme.
Are you deaf?
Kinda.
Sounds like it.
Rude.
I thought you said
Oh,
deck.
I definitely want Fog Cloud.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking Fog Cloud for that.
This is a good one too.
Oh yeah,
Guiding
you
Bolt.
could
Blast
do
damage. It's a
more
level
of,
1.
but yeah, I
Well,
think
I was looking at them. Like the only one I would want is invisibility, but that's second level. I don't wanna
Crypsis.
cast this.
In all honesty, Crypsis might be a good one for you in this current engagement. You basically blend in with the walls, like a
Ooh,
chameleon.
this is good. Check this one out. Protection from good and evil. We're talking like crazy shit coming up. It's not bad.
Well, with oh, okay.
Yeah, you become invisible as long as you remain stationary.
It
against
says a
the-
creature though. It says the touched creatures feature.
You're the touched creature. You're touching yourself.
Oh, I'm okay.
You're touching
I'm
yourself.
touching. I'm touching myself. I
It's
gotcha.
like that song.
Right? Why wouldn't you be? We're
Thanks-
playing Dungeons
thanks,
and
John.
Dragons. Right? Are you guys not touching yourself right now? Oh, sorry.
Thanks, John, for ridiculing me.
Constant.
No, 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 no.
I'm
Empathizing with you,
I'm joking.
and also
You touch yourself,
touching
Mike.
yourself. Okay, so focusing up. So to the house. I want to explain the situation as you approach it, because you have the map. It's very kind of clear detail here, or semi-clear detail here. From what it looks like, there is a 3-story home directly in front of you, and it looks like the front door is on the kind of side of the house that you're technically approaching. However, there's kind of an area around the house. I say that's probably about 60 or so feet at the top of the hill, kind of extending out from the house's walls. That has don't cancel me again, please. Don't cancel me again. But there's like a 60-foot area around the house that would definitely be kind of an area that is a bit more open and will be a bit more difficult to traverse. If something is looking out, it may be the case that it would see you. Also, if you wish to attain access to higher floors, that would require climbing. But from what you understand, the code word you were given only works for the mansion windows. Well, it works for any mansion windows. You just don't know if you're going to be able to do it very well from a higher vantage point. So, that said, you have the mansion house or map. You can see the windows that are drawn on there. Where would you like to enter? Where would you like to enter the house?
I definitely
So-
cast Pass Without Trace, but
Is there? I don't see it on the outside, but is there like a basement door?
No,
I forgot what it was called. No, on the outside.
there is no basement door or cellar door.
no,
Cellar
basement's
door.
probably underground.
Damn.
We probably have to go into the first floor and then down to the basement or up to the third. Those are the most important rooms as far as we know.
Okay. Mm.
So what do you guys? We didn't really. We were supposed to talk about this while we were at camp. I'm thinking we split up into two groups: a dead group and a group that lives. So the group that lives is going down to the basement. The group
They're
that
with
dies
me.
is going upstairs, and they're with me. No.
Good luck to you. You're going.
Just kidding. It's not bad to stick together, but I'm just thinking, we could split up too, but it's probably better to stick
You know what?
together.
That's some good party leading, though. That's
Yeah.
We should split up.
I can't knock it. Okay.
And so I think I would want to take Copper and Krungar with me, and then the people that I like less could go in the other group. No, I'm just kidding. I would not say that.
Well, log off.
Yeah,
Log off.
Andy, you're right,
Bye.
Andy. It's never a bad idea to split the party.
Yeah, it's never a bad idea.
I've always heard that's a good thing in this game.
Yeah, it's the
I mean,
best plan.
sometimes it's
top of the
fun to
meta.
do it. Sometimes it's
That's
really fun. To
S
do
tier
it, though.
strat.
I mean, they did it in Phantom Menace. Like, we're going down to a planet which is like miles and miles and so many fucking miles wide. Let's split up. We'll cover more ground.
Yeah.
It literally never goes wrong.
Where are
right.
you?
How are we gonna meet
Never-
up? I don't know. Fucking fire and flare. Oh, you're on that mountain over there. Great job.
Use the force.
Y'all are going down to the basement, right?
No,
Trying
maybe,
to.
yeah.
We're going
Okay.
I mean,
together. We
some
ain't
of us
splitting
could
up.
go down to the basement, and some of us should go. I think maybe we should stick together, though, just because we don't know what we're going to run into. If we run into something really nasty, it'd be
Ghost
better
talked
to
about
be-
there
So-
being cultists and stuff, and you
Let-
want to split up.
Let's answer question number one. Do we want to risk climbing the mansion's surface to try and get to a higher window, or do we want to just enter in the first floor?
I think
Question
we
the
should have
first.
floor.
First floor.
Mm.
Okay.
I can turn into
But-
a spider and
First-
climb up a
First
tower.
floor, yeah.
First floor. We
But-
got no buts. We're just getting these questions out of the way so we can get right to it. Unless there's something tantalizing you're going to throw
Well-
at your Gavin. It's got to be real good.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad idea to have people use their special abilities to do things, because we could walk in the front door and it could be like instant death or something.
I didn't
And
say
then-
front door. There are windows. You know the access
Yeah, there's
point
windows.
for the window.
Yeah. There's windows, right?
Yeah.
You know how to get through the windows.
Sure. We don't have to go onto higher tiers to get to the windows. They're right
Yeah.
there on the first floor. So speaking of which,
Right.
there are two windows that appear to be adjacent to the foyer or entrance door. Then there are two windows to the right of that, and one window to the left of that on the southern wall. If you wish to access it at any other point, because you have that map, it's in your handouts. It has all of the window markers. I just need to know which window you as a group want to enter through.
This is mine would be the first floor, the window that's right next to the stairs. We go in the window, we head up the stairs, like immediately. We don't even check the first or second floor. We go to the
So
directly
the
to
one that's
top.
on the western wall that's right next to the stairs?
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Is that what you guys want to do? I mean, we could do whatever. I'm down for whatever, but that would be what my thought would be.
I like the idea of going to the stairs or to the window that's like in that dining room. That way we could go straight downstairs to the basement.
We could do basement first, and then from there go up to the third floor.
Yeah. Because I feel like the basement is the better place to go to. Just theory crafted, but like maybe those crystals and shit do something for the ritual.
Important question.
Yeah.
Are we going stealthy or are we going, oh, there's a guy Get
Someone's
that.
casting pass without trays, so I think we're going stealth.
Yeah, I cast pass without
Well,
trace.
I don't mean when we get in. I mean like when we
When
on first contact.
Oh, on first contact, I think we could knock the kid out. Or if it's bad guys, we don't really care about those people. But if we run across that kid, the Markov kid, we got to knock him out. I'm thinking
So
it's kind of weird going down the basement, shaped like the abdomen and the front of a spider. So it's like an figure eight.
you're just seeing
Yeah.
things.
That I'm just saying.
Just
Maybe there's
saying.
there's probably a giant spider down there. That's what I'm saying. So I hope you guys are ready for that.
Hope you guys are ready for a giant spider I just made up.
It could be. You never know.
You're not the
So we
dungeon
prob-
master.
Oh,
Get out of
we
We
here.
probably won't even see
My
it 'cause
tapestry to
it'll probably
weave.
be hanging upside down on the ceiling, and we'll probably get all our business done and leave without
Hey.
it even bothering us.
Sure.
Maybe nothing will
Mhm.
happen when we do this whole mission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
that
nothing
would
here.
be
It's just
Maybe,
an empty house.
You know, maybe John
Good.
forgot to plan all this.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
it's a module.
That's the
The window that you're going through is the one near the stairs. I need to double make sure that that's the case. You're going to the stairs that go up on the top left
Oh,
side.
that's-
Is
We're
that
taking
yeah,
a vote.
wrong?
Wait a
Basement
minute,
or upstairs first? Take a vote.
Those stairs
Basement.
all go up. Otherwise, we
Well-
have to, if we want to do that, we have to go into where's it goes
We
down
gotta
to the
go
third
on
floor.
the one on the east.
Wait a minute. It looks like it goes down from the third floor. The stairs
No.
that go down to the basement.
No.
go down-
Top
No,
right
okay.
corner is where the stairs
yeah.
to the basement are located.
We'd have
Yeah.
to pass a
Oh,
few
okay.
rooms going.
Yeah.
So there's that window on the east side, but we'll have to pass through a few rooms to get to that staircase. So it's a
There's
little
that
more
window
risky.
on the back of the building too. That's right.
Yeah.
But then we have to go. We still have to go through like 3 or 4 because there's no direct door to that room from the
Yeah.
north.
The most direct
Yeah.
route would be that east
I-
window through the dining room, and then up into that square room. I mean, they're all square, but that room, and then up one more time into the stairway to the basement.
I'd like to see these
Well-
crystals.
Hold on a second. Where's that?
It's in the handouts.
Elrose map.
Found. These.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like us
See,
pulling you up a Zoom has
oh.
helped with your lag. You're doing okay though. Keep going, keep going. Push through.
Get in the crystal.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's showing which way they elected to go
So
into
on
the
the-
house.
On the first floor map, you see the dining
So it
room
look-
table.
Yeah, on the east side.
Ah,
It's like
Yeah.
a table with a bunch of chairs.
Yes.
There's 2 windows there.
Yeah.
That would be the closest, unless you want to
Right.
go. There's like a room with like weird little like
Dots on
poop on it.
Yeah, we
You
have to
could
go
go-
through the biggest room in the mansion though on that first floor. I don't
Yeah,
like
you
that.
would have to, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't be a lot for a long
I don't
time. It would be bip to bip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Again, the
still.
kitchen in a house, though. Think about that. Probably one of the more active places. I fucking love eating. I mean, for me, the kitchen
I
is the
mean,
most active
there
place in
is a
my
window
house for me.
directly next
Yeah.
Trying to bait us, you guys.
No, I'm just saying there are other options. I'm not.
next to
I'm,
the.
What's up, Chad? Chad has exploded. Okay.
So-
Well, Joe, your
Look
internet.
at the map, trying to figure out how all the different pieces go together.
There he goes. I think your
Yeah.
internet's
So do
better
we
than-
want to go down to the? So none of this looks like it's labeled in a way that would indicate, hey, if you're looking for a book, this is where you want to go.
Oh no, we have
What's
to
the
find
book we're
that
looking
book.
for?
the
the
celestial
codex.
And there's a weird ritual place looking in the basement. So
Yeah. It could
Yeah, I
either be
think we
downstairs.
should just start there.
or
I'd like to
upstairs.
see those
we
crystals.
should just
you know?
we should just start there.
Them crystals.
Okay, so I just need to make sure we're going into the dining room. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm on board, boys.
So we're entering into the dining room, and then
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right, Chad. Sorry, I
Freaking deleted.
Yes.
Couldn't have said it
I
better.
don't know if
myself.
you're like nodding in agreement because you told me to get off Zoom, so I'm not.
No,
seeing
no. We said, yeah, that's right, Chad. Like everybody said it because you locked out and like weren't talking. It was really
So
bad
I'm gonna get
robot
this
time.
clear. We're
Okay,
doing that.
and yeah, I didn't hear your response.
No
Either
worries.
way, so we're entering into the dining room, making our way to the basement.
Yes.
Hopefully, this ritual will be like a 2-for-1 special.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm setting you up near that window,
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
and then we'll be moving over to that space.
Do it.
When you get up to the window, what do you do?
Smash it. I'm just kidding.
No.
I
We
did
say
put- I
the
did-
password.
I did put
Krokelmar.
Krongar next to the
No,
window
it's Bar-
first,
Make
so
sure
he said
Barbono.
what he said, and that's what we're going with.
It was
Password. I got
Say
a
Lavi.
password. Hammer.
And then he just starts like
Yeah.
raising his sword up in the air and holding it with 2 hands, yelling, "Arson! Arson! Arson!" And we're like, "Oh no!"
I cannot see anything.
Oh no, we don't have vision.
I
Yeah,
have vision.
same.
Okay, hold on.
I am blind.
Stop moving your token.
I'm blind.
Do not move your token.
Can't even see my token.
What did I just say? I don't want that back sass.
Cool.
Yes, master.
That's right. Dungeon Master.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Dungeon Daddy.
I'll take it. Actually, you'll take it.
Oh. Oh. Now I feel left out.
Reported.
Yeah, babe. All right, so this is definitely getting us canceled. Or
Demonetized.
maybe more viewers. Uh,
And our OnlyFans is
oh yeah.
OnlyFans. Check out the link in
what-
the subscription.
What do we
Dungeon
do
Daddy.
when we get to the window?
Krokelmar.
Krokelmar.
Oh, we're close.
Krokelmar.
We're so close.
Krokelmar.
We are so close.
Just had to spell it weird. Like, what the fuck?
It was Crocomar, right?
We're so close.
It's Krokelmar.
That's what I heard.
Krokelmar. So when Sebastian says it,
Oh.
the window will unlock, and you can open it at this point. You should be able to move into the space. No need for stealth rolls at this point. Pass Without a Trace is currently active. The individual who activated it was Moro, correct? Kevin stepped away for a second.
He was.
What's the radius on Pass Without Trace? 20 feet?
30 foot.
30. I think.
30, and it comes off of the caster, and we're going to go ahead and make it a shadowy gray, and it is now visible there. So as long as you are within the gray area around Moro, you are affected by pass. Okay? So you can move at your pleasure. Just let me know what you want to do.
I'm gonna go up ahead to scout to see if there's an entrance to the basement up here.
Go ahead. There isn't. But don't move around the outside of the house, please. There's no point in doing it.
No. There isn't?
There is no point in doing it. Yes.
Oh no, we're not in the house yet?
You need to go into the
Look
house
in the
at the window I set you in front of.
No. I thought we were in the house already. My bad.
Not at all.
Okay, I go into the house.
Okay.
Listen,
the
put my
So-
ear to this door.
A couple of points I want to make sure are very clear about the nature of the house. The ceilings in this space are 20 feet high. The doors appear to be unlocked, from what you can tell. They don't seem to have any kind of locking mechanism that's very sturdy or sound, unless I specify directly otherwise. Okay?
Gotcha.
The entirety of this space is lit by a number of candelabra, chandelier, sconces that appear to be affected by the spell Continual Flame on the candles specifically. And lastly, all windows have the Arcane Lock spell cast upon them, meaning you can't break through them like whoosh. That's not going to happen. You're literally just going to slam into a wall at this point. You need to say the word and I'm not joking, if you do not say it right the first time, so just affect your brain. I know it's a funny word and it's silly, blah, but from moving this point,
Krakulmar?
Krokulmar, correct.
Krakulmar. Okay.
As long as you say it correctly, that window will
I
be accessible for you to exit out of. If you need to
I
get the
have
fuck out,
I have a silly but serious question.
go ahead.
Does it depend on accent?
If you give me a solid attempt and it sounds like you said the right syllables correctly, even with an accent, I'm gonna give it to you. But again, you're a TikTok kid, so you know those ones where it's like you gotta say the name of the One Piece character, but if you say it wrong, it doesn't like change. You can't go through.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that. It's that. It's gonna be that.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
might have some funny bits.
Okay.
Inside of this space, you would see that there are chairs and candelabra, a chandelier above, a large dining room table that seems to be made out of oak. The chairs are matching with kind of high back seats for the two end chairs and a very soft looking kind of velvety fabric covering cushions on the backs and the seats. There are the heads of several deer mounted on the walls here. And on the far side, there looks like there is a cabinet. Inside, it looks like there are honors, some like dinnerware, and a couple of small statues inside of the cabinet. There's a door to the north, which, Copper, I did hear you. You are going to be listening in on. And then there is a hallway to the south as well. The walls are paneled with wood paneling. If you've ever, like, yeah, it very much looks like a veneer of wood paneling. It's like 70s-esque is the best way I can kind of describe the nature of the wooding.
I wouldn't know.
Copper, there is complete and absolute and utter silence on the opposite side of this door, so far as you can hear.
What you hearing, Kappa?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Nothing. Absolutely
Alright.
nothing.
I'm
No,
gonna
that's
open
not
the door. It's alright. I'm gonna open the door. Watch out.
You should be able to, click it and move on through.
Alright.
Now,
Alright, we good.
you're going to
Let's
stop.
go. Oh.
You got to click it the one time.
I did.
There you go. Now you can move through.
Alright.
So, pause for a second.
Okay.
Pause for a second.
I'm
Pause
moving.
for a second. Go back to the first step. Okay.
Pause.
Now, Krungar, you stepped in. You're watching the hallway. That's what it looks like your token's doing. I'm just assigning thoughts to you, but I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for the others to come on in.
Down that hallway, and you don't know why or what's causing it, but you hear what sounds like dinking of glass coming from either the wall that you're standing near or down the hallway. It sounds like something inside of like a glass jar, or someone like with a glass jar was like plicking it, or something inside of a glass jar was like digging against it.
Spooky. I take some steps that way.
Okay. Kirnell, Moro, and Varric, you enter into the dining room.
Yes, sir.
You three,
We
I would
enter
like
in
to
and
go ahead
flank
and
around.
make perception checks.
Perception check.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Perception.
How
I'm
dare
gonna
you make me
guidance
play the game?
myself if I can. I don't know.
Kirnell will take the
Hey,
first
look
one
at
that you roll.
look at that.
Okay.
Ooh,
So the three of you,
crit.
as you're kind of bumbling into this window, obviously, you'd see that Krungar seems to be distracted and kind of doing one of these, like, as he walks down the hallway. And you step in and you see that Sebastian is kind of stepping into the next room to the north, as Copper kind of like patiently waits against the wall. And you would see that one of the heads of the deer appears to be turning its gaze to you from Copper and looking at you, and then moving its gaze back to Copper.
Oh.
Whoa.
right here.
That's crazy.
Like that shit.
So it's turning its gaze to who?
It first was looking at Copper and then kind of looked over at you. Like its eyes just kind of roll in its head towards you. And then they roll towards Copper.
Nope. Creepy.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't suppose I could use prestidigitation to make a handkerchief.
So as you start to like prepare, you're kind of like thinking about it because you just asked a question.
Actually, no. Here's a better idea. This is the dining room, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there like a napkin lying around?
Yeah, I'd say there's a table place, like a a place seat, so you could kind of pull that up and if you wanted to. As you're doing that, Moro, are you doing anything as you see Kirnell kind of start to move in a specific action? Krungar looks like he's getting away from the group, is what I'm saying. Like that would
I
be
think I'll go with Krungar to see what he
okay.
sees down
You
there.
move over to Krungar. And then
Yeah,
Varric, you see Sebastian's going out into the other room. Do you wish to move yourself one way or the other? Michael?
Copper? Oh.
Michael?
Do what?
Does Varric
Oh, you
wish
said
to
turn?
go?
Oh.
No, I said Varric. Sorry. Varric,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see that
Oh.
Sebastian's getting away from you. Do you wish to chase after him, or do you wish to follow the other group? Stay with Kernell, stay with Copper.
No, so I'd be following up with yeah, I'd be following Valentine.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like people are starting to like peel off and go to different rooms.
Well, they're in the same room with you. Kernell, that would be Copper and Varric are kind of like with you in the same room across the table from you. Sebastian has exited the room just one step. This is just one step he's taken. And then
Okay.
Krungar's kind of wandered down the hallway a little bit, and Moro's kind of following behind him. Moro, you start to pick up on the sound as well, the weird tink, tink of glass that's happening in this hallway, and just this hallway alone.
Ooh.
Kirnell, do you go through with your plan to throw the over the eyes?
Yeah, I also
Okay.
wanted to
As you lift it up,
telepathically communicate to Sebastian and Morrow that I think we're being watched, and then as I
even
throw
more
that napkin
reason
over there, I
why
want
you're going to be surprised. As you throw that cloth up over, the deer's frame, like it's kind of connected to a wooden kind of shield-like thing, pops off with a sound off of the wall as you see these weird tendrils connected to the back facing of the wood thing drop down, and when it slams, the deer splits open and is filled with teeth. And yeah, of course it's a fucking
It's like
mimic.
the thing. Oh, it's a mimic.
I'm trying to fuck with Chad. Why wouldn't it be a mimic? Yeah, the deer splits open. Isn't that fucking metal, dude?
That is metal.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It's not what they said in the thing. I totally made that up on the fly. They just said the deer head's a mimic. I'm like,
It's very.
but how is the
it's
deer
very-
head a mimic?
it's reminding me of it's giving me like Thing vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 I love it.
Mhm.
Everyone's going to roll initiative, and this is a very fun fact I learned Friday night. Surprise rounds don't work like they did back in the day. Stop rolling initiative. Stop rolling initiative. Pause.
Okay.
Pause. Ignore the initiative you've rolled, unless it's really bad. I'm going to make you keep the bad ones, you fucks. When you roll initiative while you're surprised, you don't lose a round or anything. You just roll with disadvantage. That's what it means to be caught off guard. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
And when you are the one that's surprising, you just get your regular ass initiative. So the presumption is that you'll be going first. So, Copper, you rolled twice and are on there twice, so we'll just go ahead and delete this first one, okay?
I did?
It looks like you're on there twice.
That's me and
No, I rolled
I
one.
only,
Oh,
I
I
only
see.
see one from Jonah.
Okay, I deleted the one. So we got Valentine on there. Go ahead and roll a second time if you want to, Jonah.
No, it's pretty bad. I'll keep it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. And then you rolled with this. If you want to roll with disadvantage, God, you roll the one. It can't get worse than that. So you're fine. Stick with what you got there. You guys
Hell
don't need
yeah.
disadvantage. But if you go to the
Where-
top, there's like bars at the top. If you select disadvantage and then roll, it'll get you with disadvantage. And then make sure you have your token selected before you roll so that it'll track it and put it on there.
I did roll one, didn't I?
And then I'll switch the music to fight.
Yeah. I did. I rolled the one.
So
Should I take the 9
so did
roll
Joe.
again?
We're having fun. We're having fun, folks. Combat music.
I'm sorry. So how do I mark?
Up at the
for
top,
disadvantage?
there's tabs, and you should see like the bright red buttons at the top. Click the one that says disadvantage so
Uh-huh.
that it's highlighted. Then roll the dice.
Says,
Don't worry, I rolled a
automatic
5 and
by
an 8.
default.
So
Yeah, change it from automatic to
Oh, I
disadvantage.
see.
Oh, I see.
I got an 8.
Great.
hey, same.
I'll just
Literally
roll
the same.
again.
Do I hear Final Fantasy music?
That's not Final Fantasy.
Ooh, that got worse. My second one's a 4. That's not good.
We're rolling
Oh.
hot tonight,
Oh.
folks. Hot tonight.
That's what happens when you get
So I
disadvantage.
should roll one more time, right?
Not good.
Remember what I said about I don't think I'm going to need to use a health potion.
Oh no, yeah, this
Do
heist
you
is a
want me to
little.
roll again, or do you want me to take the 9?
You can roll again. If it's lower, that's worse. That's great. We like that. No, it's not. So you get to keep what you got. I'll go ahead and adjust.
Keep that 9.
And then descending. Okay. So you're all caught off guard as this fucking deer head drops down. And
I can imagine exactly like it like tips forward off the wall, it lands antlers down, the antlers turn into legs, and then like the neck side splits
No.
down the middle and it's
the whole of the
Antlers
whole of
turn
the
away.
head and the neck split open, right? I like the antlers, so I'm going to use that. They kind of tip over the side. But yeah, it definitely is the whole ass deer is the mouth. It's like a crocodile mouth, but made out of deer. Baby cat, do not do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. I need a big
Baby
mouth.
cat.
I got to eat a
Like,
whole
the
chad.
mouth just continues.
Yeah, it just splits right at the thing. Okay, so it drops
Yep.
down. It is going to, of course, bite. And let's see what we get. Kieranel 22 to hit.
Nom, 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 nom.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's typical. Looks like it's going to be a total of 10 damage. 8 of it is from piercing. 2 of it is from acid. That is it for the mimic.
You said that was 10?
10 total, yeah.
Yep, I'm at
Quick note.
You're hurt.
Quick note. For the audio tuned, Sebastian, you do not hear it. The only reason you end up being keyed to the combat is when you hear the person next to you or the people next to you kind of and then move for weapons, or rather, in Varric's case, like pull the instrument, right?
Gotcha.
You kind of realize, like, you kind of turn and look back and you go, oh, the acoustics in this place are weird, as it seems sound doesn't really carry from one room to the next in a very projected way. The mimic is done. Copper, you're up, and your turn. No penalties, no crazy stuff. Surprise just means you go slower on initiative.
Nice.
Bonus action shillelagh. And then I'm going to cast Story of Aesthetic.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're not doing any fumble saving throws stuff in this game, I don't believe, right?
Oh.
Okay. So then that's just a good old-fashioned miss. I would say with the description of the spell as it is, it kind of slams into the wall and leaves a bit of a stark kind of radiant burn. Okay, Varric, you're up. And to answer your question, as you're continuing, this isn't from Final Fantasy, it's from the anime Slayers.
I couldn't hear it at first. I heard it at the beginning, it sounded like the Final Fantasy VII intro music from the train scene.
That is a good
So-
one, though. I will put it on the list.
So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and use Sharp Note.
Okay.
And I can use my Charisma ability check in place of the spell attack.
It should already be in the characteristic for
It
the,
is.
the spell, yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, if you just roll the spell, it'll
Um,
roll it, and it should have that tracked.
Where am I at? Yep. Okay.
That'll work.
Oh yeah. And
What instrument are you
then,
using?
I'm gonna be using my flute.
You're not using your abs?
Click the damage roll.
Belly drum.
Oh boy.
As you
Yeah.
kind of like pull the loot forward and kind of like very and like throw the beam out, you watch as it cuts the head off of the chair directly near the mimic. It kind of severs down into it and cuts a couple of the antlers. Instead of the normal expectation from antlers being broken, like a break and like like shards of bone or antler kind of flying aside, it cuts like flesh, and blood just starts kind of shooting out of the antler for a bit before it kind of seals itself closed. Barrack done, or any movement,
Yep.
or bonus
no,
actions as
no,
well. Okay,
No. No.
Kieran, right up in its face.
It hasn't grappled me or anything, has it?
No, it bit you. Its bite doesn't hold grapple. Pseudopods are for grabbing.
Okay, and I can't use ranged spells within 5 feet.
You can. You just have disadvantage.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't like being here.
Yeah, disengage.
Well,
man.
again, you would know that
It's gonna bite you.
it's kind of big. It doesn't look like it has armor or shells or anything. And based on its movement so far, which is kind of like, if you played Super Mario 64, it's like the damn piano, right? It's just chomping at you and like bouncing on the ground. So it's not super nimble or anything. So if you want to try it, its AC is pretty low.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Oh boy.
Misty Step over here,
Okay. Second level spell slot. We'd love to see it.
Do it.
and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
My first Eldritch Blast of the new D&D.
I know, right?
Eldritch Blast.
I think I get
Just one.
just one.
Yeah. 5th level's when you start to up it.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. Ka-chow. 23. I think that'll do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. Damage. Okay. So kind of
8 damage.
you kind of appear on the other side, and as you kind of get the new vector for where you're at, you kind of spin around and drop low, throw the Eldritch Blast underneath Sebastian. It kind of cuts underneath the chair and slams into the deer, kind of bashing it against the wall a bit with kind of like a... But strangely, the second the Eldritch Blast leaves you, you don't hear its traffic through the air anymore after it enters into the room. And when you watch it hit with kinetic force against the mimic and slam it against the wall, you also realize you don't hear a lot of that either. So again, you're catching the acoustic strangeness of the house.
Ooh.
Excellent. We love to not hear it.
Also, Shadow Wizard money game. We love
I
casting
will
spells.
say I was looking at the the new character sheet. I don't know how to track my spell slot.
Sure. So you'll just. I think you should have little like pips. There's like little
There's
pips.
check marks.
Yeah,
places.
check marks.
Yeah, for each of your spells. Go down your spell list. Go to
where?
spells. Go down, and it'll be like they'll show level 1 you'll have 4 or whatever, and level 2 you'll have 2 or whatever.
Yeah, but you cast Eldritch Blast, so it's a cantrip.
Yeah,
You
it's
cast
a
Misty
cantrip.
Step. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Second level
I
spell
also
slots.
cast Misty.
Got it. I'll help you here. Hold on. Kernel. So if you go to your spells tab and then scroll down to second level. So see right above detect thoughts, there's 2 red check marks.
Oh,
Click one of the
okay.
check marks, it pops it away.
Right.
I see.
Easy
All right,
peasy.
now I need to look up something
Lemon.
else, but I'll
Squeeze it. Okay. Moro, you're up.
track that.
All right. Moro sees his
Thank you
boys
for
in
helping me figure
action.
that out.
Figures he has to join in.
Do you
He's
grab
gonna-
Krungar and kind of give him like a...
Yeah, I'd like say, Krongar, we gotta go. And then I like run through here and I look over and see what it is and I go
Yeah.
all the way over here because I don't want to be next to that thing at all. And then I shoot a little guiding bolt. That's what Moro does.
So-
Guiding bolts.
Hold on. Tug, Krungar, we gotta go. And rushes back, stops, looks to the left.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! And I'll go over.
Gets in the corner. Krungar's like,
God's violent.
Exactly.
What
I
the hell
cast
is
at
that?
level 1.
but you
What
cast
did I
it.
roll? A 16. I rolled a 16, but
So-
it doesn't say damage.
Yeah, because of positioning, what I'm going to say to help you out here, just for future reference, tell
Yeah.
me where you're shooting it from. That's very important, because if you were firing from where you're at, it would have cover. But if you fired from where you went, oh, holy shit, and then
Okay.
that would be the
Yeah,
one to do.
That's
So
what I'll do. Then.
that'll
yeah,
work.
For future, I'll make sure I do that.
damage.
That's 10 radiant damage. Ooh, that's not
Alright.
great.
And the next
but-
person who attacks it has advantage, if memory serves.
Yes.
Valentine,
It says anything.
you are a rogue. You have advantage if you want to go fight it, or
Be like, ooh, I could try something new. And then I'm gonna envision like blades in my hands,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna summon both of my psychic blades and just fucking chuck them at them.
Okay. Do you wish to? Okay, so it'll have cover, so +2 to its AC, but you have advantage, so you'll roll twice.
Okay.
Can you
This is the
sneak attack
first
damage if he has advantage?
I don't know.
14
No.
will hit, and it has advantage, so you have sneak attack.
Okay.
Ah, you're welcome.
I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's a checkable, yeah. That's the damage. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if it's all psychic damage, but it says psychic.
It is.
Okay. And then bonus action, I'm gonna throw my other psychic blade. Yeah.
That'll hit.
19.
You don't have sneak attack on this one.
Yes. 5 more damage.
All right.
And then that's it.
And you have to re-manifest the blades, right?
Yeah. It disappears once.
What's the
they
action
hit.
to manifest a blade?
No action. It just happens.
Okay.
No, it's a free action. That's what that is.
Epic.
Yeah. Let me post it. Just in
Yep.
case.
Appreciate. Just going to double check real quick. You also have mastery with them, so Vex will take into account. When you use Vex, the blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses. Oh no, you just gain the Vex trait. Hold on.
What is what does Vex do?
So weapon masteries are things that you have on weapons that grant a benefit to the weapon when you hit with them. Vex in this instance says if you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. So the first attack would have Vex, the second attack would have had advantage, and then since it hit as well, you'd have advantage on your next attack roll.
Nice.
Yep.
Let me roll the offhand again, see if I got.
Yeah, see if you crit, sure. It's not a crit, so
Yeah.
damage is as damage is. Valentine, you're done. Krungar, you're up. Rush in, see it, move over, sword.
Smatchy.
I just imagine it's like a nice loud like metal sound as it comes out. Let's see. Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Alright, let's see the damage. And
Fuck.
then you also have a trait called Graze, which doesn't do anything here, but if you attack a target and miss with your greatsword, you still do your strength modifier damage to it. So 12 damage is a big amount. That'll bloody it. So like as you slam into it, you knock one of the antlers clean off and like shave into the top of the mouth splinter, lopping like a side of the deer's face off, and then kind of pull your sword back up, and then you see it kind of angrily kind of chomp at you. I am
Fuck you.
I am going to chomp at you. I actually think. Oh, sorry. Hold on. You're the first person who's actually hit it with a melee attack. Bear with me for a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Reading.
Reading is fundamental.
So you technically didn't touch it. You hit it with your blade. Looks like it's only for touching, based on what I'm reading here. So, okay, cool. It will attack you. I am going to
Oh no.
smack you with a pseudopod.
A pseudopod.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
And then I'll do 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you.
Ooh.
In
Wait, did you
addition,
calculate your new, if you got a new Constitution modifier into your AC?
he probably did.
Okay.
He's smart boy. You're,
Right.
you're talking.
Yeah,
You're
I
talking to
think
the
it did
elders.
well.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Right. How dare you?
You're so
How
cute.
dare you, Jonah?
Such a cutie.
I'm just making sure.
So it slaps you with the pseudopod. When it does so, it kind of like clings around you. So effectively, the way I'm imagining is you cut the antler off, and then like a new antler slash like deer head form kind of sprouts out of the top of its head. But you can also see that it's like veiny and like weird, and then it slaps you, and you're expecting it to be just kind of like a pool noodly kind of slap based on the size of the pseudopod, but it hits you with like a solid chunk. Like you've been punched by dudes that you thought were gonna hurt you weaker than this thing just slapped you, and then you feel it like instead of bounce off of you like a punch ought to do, it kind of hits you and sticks to you.
No.
You are grappled. All
Oh
right.
no.
That's not good.
Copper. Stick.
Stick. Big stick.
9 will miss.
Oh,
So as he kind of slams down, it kind of hits the wooden portion and kind of bounces off.
Oh yeah, I'm strength. I don't have strength.
Oh
I have-
no! You have
I
Shillelagh.
have
Hold on.
I
What's
have
your wisdom?
Shillelagh.
What's your wisdom modifier?
Should be +4. Yeah, +4.
Yeah, that's going to shift it. So go ahead and roll damage. The damage should actually be different. If you're wielding it 2 hands, it'll be D10 plus 4. So roll a D10 add 4.
Why am I character sheet ain't showing it this time? It's weird.
Yeah, it should have a Shillelagh attack characteristic. I'll fix that before next week.
Alright.
And you remind me before Thursday.
Let's
So
roll
8
D10.
damage. Okay.
+4. +4 you said. So.
Yeah, so 12 damage. Okay. So then,
Nice.
instead of bouncing off of the wood shield like I mentioned, Krungar, as you kind of get connected to this thing, and the teeth start to kind of open, trying to get as much of the Krungar as they can, like in the next round, you see this glowing, brilliant stick slam down on the back of it, and you hear like a loud thud, and then kind of a meaty, sick kind of splat, like someone like walked in and threw a T-bone on the floor, and then just drops it to the ground, and the pseudopod just kind of hangs on you, but you feel it go limp on your body. Creature's dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
You guys pause for a second, and there's like those heavy breathing, like, you know, elements of like after a fight or after like, you know, tense situation. But as you're doing so, you can realize that there are no other sounds available to you. There does not appear to be anything happening. The house is not reacting to what just happened. Copper and Krungar only. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Eight.
Is it working?
Ooh, nice roll.
Eight
Hell
out of eight
yeah.
on them.
I didn't see
A
anything.
nat
on my
20.
side.
I don't like that they don't highlight it when you roll a nat 20 like the other one did. Like now you have to actually look at the numbers on the screen.
Okay.
You know? Like why would they make it harder?
So Krungar, the thing that you're focusing in on, because you're like, but where the clinging, clanging sound coming from? You look at the wall, and where like the thing popped off, you can see what looks like the top of a door that was hidden behind where that thing was kind of planted. As you kind of start testing the wall, you realize that there is a secret door in this wall here.
Oh shit.
Very cool.
Nice. Finding the secret doors. Krungar levels up.
Everybody's doing this. I'm gonna drink that health potion I got earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. It slaps you pretty
Krungar,
good.
how much did you get hurt? Should I heal you? I can heal
10.
you. You got hurt 10. I have some healing. I could heal you guys.
Well, the healing potion, I mean,
Yeah, you could do healing potion too, because
it'll get
low
close
up.
to 10, probably, because it's
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
All
Unless
right,
fucking
well,
Michael
sounds
rolls
good.
it, then you're getting
Save,
4.
save
Well,
it. It barely
We don't
scratched
talk
me.
about Michael.
We don't talk about
I'm
Michael.
gonna-
Pretty
yeah,
good.
It's Varric. It's not Michael. All right, I'm gonna cast
Eric doesn't
Cure
roll
Wounds.
dice. Michael rolls dice.
I'll cast Cure
No,
Wounds
you're
on
good.
Krumgar.
Yay! No, you're good, Kevin. I
Oh,
already
okay.
drank it.
You-
I rolled an 8. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
but you're Colonel. I'm gonna cast it on Krungar. He got hurt too.
Yeah, Krungar got a
Oh,
little
okay,
taste.
nice.
While
Yeah,
we
just
have
why not?
this
Might as well heal him.
this moment,
Yeah.
I want to psychically link to
Ooh, that's a good roll. 9 hit points.
Moro and
How long does your psychic
Kierno.
link last?
I gotta roll it. I gotta roll d6.
2 first
Heal
level
me all the
spells.
way
I
up.
need.
2 hours.
Okay. So Moro, you feel you've joined the group chat. You are hanging out with Valentine
The group chat.
Oh, nice.
in a Zoom call.
Just one
Wait,
person,
wait.
or is it like your proficiency modifier? How many?
How do you change the
Proficiency
channel?
modifier.
So
I
what
can't
else
change
you
the
can do?
channel on this thing.
Wait,
Wait, show me how to do it. Show me how to change the channel.
Who are you connected with? You got Moro. Who else?
It's Moro and Kierno.
Okay. So, is anybody going through that secret door?
Hell yeah!
You should. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Krumgar can go and I'll follow you.
Give me a second.
I shake the mimic off my stick first.
Yeah, get that
Yeah,
mimic
yeah.
off.
And Krungar, you kind of peel it off of your flesh. It kind of leaves like a reddish kind of acidity kind of to the flesh, but it doesn't like it doesn't burn. It's like, rashish kind of, after a long day of kind of, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's just pretend like we do.
Yeah, you just know, you know what I'm saying.
Like after a long day, all that rash you get.
You know what I am saying. So, when you enter into this space, you would see that there is kind of a dusty room with several shelves. Lining the shelves are jars, most of which contain harmless-looking liquids. But throughout, as you kind of look at these jars, Copper and Krungar, you would see that some of them appear to have these very strange-looking tadpole-like creatures kind of floating around in them, bashing against the glass. Once inside the room, Krungar, the sound of the tink 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 is evident to you. These must be it.
Oh, let's have a look-see.
Smash all the jars. I'm kidding. I don't.
Yeah.
I do a nature check to see if I know.
No,
what
you're
these
supposed
are.
to eat them.
So you're you're focusing intently on the jars and kind of looking at them. Krungar, what are you doing when you kind of enter in?
Fuck. I don't know. I look at him looking at the jars, and I look at the jars too, but not as good as he's looking at them.
Okay. Do either of you have Arcana trained?
Dude.
I do.
Either of the two that were in there initially, because you kind of ran up
Oh,
to the
oh.
other.
Sorry,
Yes,
I
I
thought
do.
you.
The first two enters, because something's going to happen in here that may prevent you from kind of. You're coming around to the room though, right? After you see it opened, right, Chad?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then Moro, I assume the same, not over a table, but yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, neither of you have Arcana trained.
I do have Arcana train.
Roll it then. Really good. So what you're looking
Fuck.
at is a slod tadpole. Do you know what a slod is?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, deeper D&D knowledge for you, my guy. Slods are chaotic entities that are denizens of kind of of limbo, right? They come in a different variety of shades and colors. Gray slod, blue slods, death slods. They're kind of frog-like when they fully grow. And from what you understand, that they have a life cycle based on your 20 that is very mysterious to you, but you know that starts with them being a tadpole and in some way, shape, or form kind of impregnating themselves or implanting themselves into a creature and then eventually birthing a true slot. I believe Kevin, nailed it on the head. Okay. And Copper, just as you're realizing that and looking at it, out of the corner of your eye, you see a flash of something drop down, hit the shelf that you're looking at, move over and smack the glass that you're looking at.
No.
It happens very suddenly, very quickly. But it appears to be. Oh god, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh no.
That's so dumb. I hate these people. Who places the fucking. You see a disembodied hand brush over and push it over in front of you.
How rude.
Oh fuck!
Roll.
Can he jump and catch it?
Reaction, acid breath.
Oh man, we're about to have a fucking Pokemon battle.
Roll
No,
initiative.
I'll be like, wait, step back. It's gonna be. I'm gonna let this, let my familiar fight this thing. We're gonna take bets.
If
You're
I'm
not-
two rooms over, do I know what's going on?
You can roll initiative. That's absolutely fine. And then you
Okay.
can act narratively according to whatever's
Ooh,
happening
good
with you.
rolls.
Gotcha.
I
Totally
mean,
fine
I
with
think it's He's just gonna squish it like a slug.
Unless it gets in his mouth. Then we'll have to cut his head off before it gets into the rest of his body. Right? Krungar will be sorry. Just one of those things killed my entire crew.
that.
Just one of those things killed my entire family.
You guys have family?
Never turn your back on family.
Family.
Nice. Family.
Not anymore.
Family.
Okay.
All right. Cage match.
So that's interesting. They all transformed into very cool.
They
Very
grew up.
cool.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, the 2024 rules overrode the current rules, so that's very interesting. The new mini is that.
Ooh, that's
okay.
nasty.
Nice
Looks like an
content.
eel.
Yeah, that is
Can I
accurate.
eat it?
So I would say size-wise, the glass was definitely very kind of hard for you to discern, like what its size was. Once the glass hits and breaks, you realize that it's probably about 1.5 feet long, and it's probably like a good grip thick, right? Like this is a bad dragon sized kind of thing that's happening before you, right?
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so-
Get me out of here.
I know some of you got that and some of you didn't, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that.
I don't get it at all.
Good.
Don't tell me about it.
Descending. So we're not on a surprise situation. You guys were definitely affected. Like on a kind of you're still kind of in the moment, right? You didn't really leave the combat. Your brain is still kind of focused there. So Moro, you hear a faint but still loud enough for you to understand breaking of glass and splashing of liquid coming from the room that your buddies just went into.
That sounds bad. So I think I would try to get. Actually, could I get up on the table and see better? Like, would I be able to see better? Like, is that because that door is a little bit higher, sort of size door?
Yeah. And I will say, just as you're doing that, you would hear also the loud sound of glass shattering near Krungar as well.
Oh, okay. I guess can I see either this? It looks like I can see this guy and maybe this guy too, from the way looks like I can like see him. I don't know how you do line things. How do you do measures? Yeah,
The
Like-
ruler.
like I could see that guy and I could see that guy too. All right, what I would do then? I see that thing. I don't like it. You know, I really don't like the way that looks. I'm gonna shoot something at it.
Can I ask a question real quick? Are you
Sure.
on top of the table or under it?
Can I be on top? I want to be on top of it.
Okay,
It's
so you
crazy-
jumped up
crazy
onto the
too.
table and then are
Yeah.
firing from there.
I
Okay.
say, boys, don't do this at home.
Yeah, please acknowledge the furniture in the room.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
there's a lot
sorry,
of people just rushing over
Yeah,
top
yeah.
of it.
No, I want to be on. I want to jump up on top. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm only 3 foot high, so it's like
Absolutely
perfect.
fine.
I'm like level with everybody else. All right, so I'm gonna shoot. Actually, I think I'll just do a cantrip. I'll just do Sacred Flame, but that's
Okay.
like a. He has to do a save. It's a
Dex
dex
save.
save.
Correct.
And it's a 13. It's only DC
It passes.
13.
So as you kind of
Sucks.
like loose it and you see the radiance of Gem which descend down towards it, it kind of spirals in its space it slams into kind of the circle that it kind of moves about in.
Ah,
Copper,
say darn
I would
it.
say that Shillelagh is still active.
Hold on, Chad. Chad didn't roll initiative, and he just now did it.
Oh,
Uh-oh, what happened?
Get an 18. Bam.
You know, if you mess up, you get a face hugger. That's the way
So-
it goes.
The worms go straight for him.
They go straight for him.
okay.
Just kidding,
Smell the
Chad,
warlock
just
out there.
kidding.
Get it.
Chat test are you working? Is everything working for you on your side? The initiative came in really late. I just want to be sure that you're still lagging or not. If you're talking, you're currently muted or you're lagging very hard. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to say he has that initiative, but we're going to have started the initiative tracker at Morrow. So go ahead and move Copper.
Get him, Copper.
Breath weapon, Dex 13.
Okay. And it's a cone. What size cone?
The 15 foot cone.
Okay. So from your position, you're only going to be able to hit one of them because of how the cone splits.
Gotta move here. Gotta move around it.
You would want to do it from the door.
Think so.
That way it would hit them both.
Well, then that one will get an attack on me.
No, it wouldn't.
An attack of opportunity? Okay. Well,
For what?
doesn't get an attack of opportunity when I move away from it?
You didn't move away from it. You walked into the door and you just shot that corner. You didn't
No, I
run
was
in
in
and
the
run
room
back like a
I was,
goober.
I was in the room already.
Oh, that's right, that's right,
It
that's right.
dropped in front of me.
You'll get an attack of opportunity from the crawling claw if you move into the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Okay, so then you'll get attacked from both.
Oh wait, he said I'll get one if I move here. I'll get only one. from
Just the
claw?
crawling claw, yeah.
Okay, I'll move here then.
It will miss.
Yeah. And I will use the breath weapon line then.
Okay.
They need a PC of 13.
Yep.
Dexterity.
Roll a d100 as well.
C100.
Okay. So, what's the damage? Because it halves if I fail, right? So it'll be 2. And then on a successful save takes half as much damage. Yep. That'll kill the hand, but it doesn't kill the worm.
Okay. Do I have a bonus action?
Also, as you kind of spit the line, it is acid, right?
Yes, yes.
You kind of shoot through the shelf. A couple of the shelves break. You hear crashing and clattering. A couple of things splash onto the ground, but you very carefully kind of look down to see if anything like pops out. It looks like it's just kind of brightly colored fluids that have been broken out of the jars.
Okay.
All right, Valentine. Very, very quietly you hear glass breaking and water splashing. When you look over your shoulder, Morrow's up on top of the table, blasting like holy spells into a door that you don't even remember being there.
That's odd, but it's probably something happening. I'm just. Can I jump, like, not over Morrow, but can I sort of go this way over the table and then into the room, or no?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. What's your speed?
35.
You can get there by walking around the table without any crazy jumping over.
No, he wants to be cool and jump.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
jump.
Over the table.
Yeah, okay. If you jump over, then just that's fine. Yeah, you Dukes of Hazzard slide across the table in between the chair and the broken
nice.
chair that got sliced off by the sharp note earlier. Land in
Hell
the room
yeah.
next to Krengar. There's a weird hand and a broken glass on the floor, which would be kind of like here actually. Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at that weird creepy crawly not the hand, but the other one.
Yeah, it's
is
right in front of
slithering.
you. It's on the ground. It's kind of snaking up, and it looks like it's about to like shoot up at you like a serpent.
I'm gonna be like, no, not today, and then I'm gonna stab it.
Yep, and Krungar's right next to
Twice.
it, so you'll have sneak attack.
Ooh, fuck yeah. Do I have advantage? No,
No,
it's
no advantage, just regular attack, but sneak attack. That'll
18.
hit.
All right, let me do
Nice.
sneak attack. Sneak attack. 13 psychic
Okay.
damage.
You kind of
And
bring the
then-
psychic blade into your hand and just drop it straight down into it, and it
Mhm.
absolutely does everything. It kills it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was resistant to psychic. I was wrong.
Can I reach the hand?
You can attempt to.
All right, and then I'm gonna stab that hand with my second psychic blade.
Okay. It is currently got cover because of the positioning it has in the shell.
Okay, and then is this with advantage or no?
And you also
Perfect.
will not have sneak attack either because you already used it.
I already did it. Yeah. So it's not advantage because of Vex.
Against the same target. You can't. It
Oh,
Vex
same
doesn't
target.
carry over.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
That'll miss.
Ooh. All right, that's it.
All right, Krungar.
I would smash.
Wait.
Yep.
What the fuck? Yeah, go ahead, smash. What are you smashing? This guy over here, or this guy over here? The hand is
The
like
hand.
small and kind of hard to see, but yeah, you know it jumped down and kind of moved and knocked over one of the bottles.
Fuck it, I'm gonna smash everything in its direction.
Okay.
Whole shelf gone.
Smash.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Uh
100. If you get 100, you get a prize.
Uh,
That's a slot.
You kind of like, pressed against the corner looking down at it, then you kind of hear the hand moving. You just take your greatsword and just baseball bat swing straight into it. You hear like a sickening kind of splatter as the hand hits, and as you're extracting your blade outwards, you see it connect with the shelf across the way, and the hand kind of split apart. And then you watch as this one shelf on the far wall, the south wall, flops over, everything on it exploding, and you can see
Oh,
four
no.
more of these things kind of spring up.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Not good.
I'm trapped.
All right.
There's one directly underneath you, Copper, so just as a heads
Oh,
up.
Lord. Oh,
Okay.
Lordy.
Copper, just
Alright.
open your mouth and give into it. There's
I'm
too
gonna
many
turn
of
into a
them.
weasel and run out of here.
Barrett,
All right.
Barrett, what's your dex is higher than theirs. Go ahead, your turn.
Yeah, so what is 60 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can technically see
If you can see it on your
Copper from
screen.
here.
Yeah, underneath
Yep.
him you'd see the one kind of
So-
fluttering.
I do want to use bonus action for Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
on him.
You have Bardic Inspiration, Copper. And then do you want to send a sharp note into the room?
Yeah, I can see the one that is actually directly
one-
to the right of
There's one
Copper.
directly underneath Copper. It's not visible because Copper's on top of it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that too. Then I will do sharp note on that one.
It
Thank
looks
you.
like it's about to what are those worms that go like up people's urethras in like the rivers?
No,
I
no,
think?
no.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's
I know.
about to do that to Copper.
I think it's a fish, technically.
Yeah, it's a fish. Oh,
And
it's
Yeah.
watch out, it's going
real
for your
messed up.
urethra.
going for the urethra.
Oh,
Copper's
that's
like,
the worst.
great plan. I'll just have a smaller urethra. Weasel.
Yeah.
Weasel urethra.
Turns into weasel.
Power of Weasel.
Yeah, I'm also
No,
kind of like flipping up on
Copper.
the table next to Moro here, and
Okay.
then with my drums, kind of
Oh.
drum a beat over
Oh.
with a sharp note.
Hold on, this is a very interesting point of order. I need the two of you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. You're gonna flip me. I know it.
No, there's no flipping.
Like a crazy guy. A dex check? Did you say?
Yeah, dex saving throw. Saving throw.
Oh, dex save.
Saving throw.
Where are my saving throws? Are they
What
the
the
same spot?
Ugh!
Your score abilities
It's a
are?
5, bro. It's a 5. You cannot roll over a 5. I
Yeah.
told you.
Where are your
it's where
saving
your
throws?
abilities are.
It's
I
up in the
quit.
left.
I quit.
You're right. He was even his sharp note for earlier was a 5.
I'll just hit this. Well, wait a minute.
It's
I'll just hit
under.
it.
It
it's
should say
under your
dexterity.
Oh, I see it says save. I see it say save there. Sorry.
Okay. So both of you
9,
fall
not great.
prone as the legs on that side of the table buckle out from underneath, as the weight on top of the table is 2 people, even though one of them is smaller, but it's enough to drop it because you're also. Nobody said that they were leaving any gear behind specifically, so I'm assuming you have your full
right.
loadouts as well. So,
Yeah.
and you're both prone. Varric, you can still stand if you have movement.
Well, I moved to get on the table, so
It was only like 5 feet, right?
it was 5 feet.
Yeah, you can get back up.
Okay, well then I'll get back up.
That's
I'm gonna
embarrassing.
still, as I kind of stagger back up, I'm gonna try
Staring
to
at the
drum a
ruins of
beat
the
and sharp
chair.
note.
Okay. Let's see it.
Uh,
He's gonna roll over a 5, folks.
There we go.
Those watching at home, this is
Do it.
happening. This is the one.
Let's find out.
You
He
can
rolled
do it.
a 3.
Oh my god!
No,
Great-
yeah,
great
he did.
news.
Oh my gosh.
Great news. You chose the one spell that gives you enough of a bonus that even a 3 hits. Go ahead and roll
It's-
damage. They have
My
12
Christmas is
AC.
really good.
He's gonna roll a 1. Oh,
Okay. Oh, a 6.
Nice.
now we have another element of the game that hasn't been brought up much, but that's a chatting. So that means that it has 1 hit point remaining.
Oh
Okay.
no! His urethra.
Oh.
It's in danger.
On the plus side, these ones shouldn't have initiative yet. I would hope, because they just came out.
They do.
No, they go at the same.
No, I'm about to get gangbanged.
This is not how this works. They're in a clear jar, looking out like, yeah, and then like
No.
boom, they're released from their freaking trap. Like, what do you think they're gonna do?
Krungar, you asshole.
Hey, Krungar was just doing what he does. You can't
Uh,
bring him into a glass shop and expect everything to be fine.
So these two, the one underneath you and the one that's next to you that you acid shot, they're going to be attacking Copper. But before that happens, I need you to decide whether or not you wish to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack against this one.
Are they going to take him out to dinner before they attack Copper?
No. The
I
other
use
ones are
my-
moving
I-
simultaneously, so I just want to make
I
sure.
forget, I can't use my reaction to dodge, can I? So,
No.
yeah, I'll be like, oh god, smash.
Okay.
Where is it? Opportunity attack. Well,
Shillelagh,
it won't let me use Shillelagh. It's not on there. for some
just make an attack. We'll add 3 to it, or add 5 to it because you have a -1.
reason.
It still misses. Okay.
Oh,
Put
no.
it out of the way.
Then we have a bite attack coming from the one underneath you.
Do rogues still have uncanny dodge? I'm not seeing it.
Later, yeah. Hit. And then the one that was shot by acid. Your AC is 13, so that one will hit as well.
13.
Oh, no.
Less than 14. So you're going to take a total of 11 damage from these sickening bites.
I think I'm 15.
According to... Hold on.
Armor, dexterity, and a shield.
Yeah. Okay, then you said 16?
15.
15. Okay, so then only one of them will hit. The 14 will miss. So then you're going to take 5 points of damage instead of 11.
Ouch.
And nothing crazy happens.
Ouch.
But the best way to describe the tadpole's kind of like teeth is as it bites onto you, there feels like there's an oscillation of the teeth.
Oh god, it's flipping me.
Yeah, it feels like the teeth, like gums of the creature, have like muscles in them that are trying to kind of oscillate to kind of create a hole in you, like it's boring
It's
into
a
you.
leech.
Whoa.
It doesn't remain latched onto you or anything crazy. It just bites, kind of tears, and you can feel it like, and then pops off. Looks like they're gonna have to do that a couple times. 2 attacks against Krungar and 1 attack against Sebastian. That's what I rolled. So let's see. This one's for Sebastian. That'll hit. This one's for Krungar. Also hitting. This one's for Krungar. Missing. Sebastian, you're taking 4. Same thing for descriptive narrative purposes. And Krungar, you're taking 8.
Wow.
Kierno?
Rengar, this is why you should wear a shirt.
Chad, so you kind of for the first round of initiative, we had some system issues. You weren't able to say anything. So what I'm going to say
Yeah.
here is when you like take your turn here, I'm going to give you advantage on whatever you're doing, just because I feel comfortable.
Oh, well,
being
I
kind.
appreciate that. It's totally fine.
Yeah, system issues. They be
I mean,
issuing.
yeah, we could have just, skipped the first turn, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what I did, but I'm being kind.
Yeah, I appreciate
It's really
that.
weird. Your roll came in like 10 minutes later.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we got your initiative like it's like you sent it through mail.
Yeah, Internet Explorer over here.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
Kiernell's gonna move. He's gonna move over here, so he's like standing on top of the mimic. He's gonna look at this.
Yep.
This particular guy. What is that? Is that a bonus action? Sweet.
Heck.
Bonus action, form a telepathic connection with this tadpole.
Okay.
And he's just gonna say, "Come with me, I can save you." And then he's gonna move over here.
If you wish for that to actually function, you'll need to use your action to persuade.
Okay.
Open up your mouth, and it'll want to jump in there anyways.
If you don't care about it narratively, you can just go with your attacks. But if you want to genuinely try and like persuade it into coming to you and you being protected by it, you need to make a persuasion check.
Yep. Come on now. Roll
So
20.
use that
Do your
one.
thing.
Just click it the one time. Don't click it multiple times. It's going to just drop a shit ton of them and take longer.
Oh, right.
We'll wait on that.
Yeah. I don't know why it's
No
taking
worries.
so long.
Moro, you're up next.
All right. You see this one? I can see it according to from where
Yeah.
I stand. It looks weird, but
Yeah, well, not where
I'm
you
gonna
stand,
do-
where you're currently prone.
oh yeah, I'm gonna stand up first.
That's a
there.
good
and then
one.
I will cast Toll the Dead, which if it's taken hit point damage, it
It
will
has.
take. It's a Wisdom save.
Yep.
Let me see damage in case it's.
You click the full health
Oh, there
one.
we go.
There should be a separate option for Toll the Dead. There's a Toll
Anyways,
the
I
Dead
gotta-
full health.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, why did it do that? Like, how do I switch it? Let me hit full.
No, it's
Toll the
okay.
Dead again.
There should be a
Oh.
second Toll the Dead option that says non-full health. There should be a separate
No.
entry. Is there not?
Yeah, it's not showing up. Or at least I'm not seeing
I'll
it.
just figure that out. That's fine.
Yeah,
Roll a d12.
I'll just roll a d12, just like old school, not old that old school, but kind of old school.
Older school.
Four.
This is fucking hilarious. 2 plus 4
Oh,
equals.
I chat it.
6.
And they have.
Yay,
7.
chatted.
Oh, I chatted it again. Awesome.
All right.
That one-
That is
So,
hilarious.
as a part of the narrative action that Chad took, the creature that bit at you, Sebastian, instead of latching onto you and then like falling back, instead it rushes around your legs very quickly and then moves. Moro and Varric, you two can make a perception check if you'd like.
Yep. Sure. I'd love to. Perception check.
So it doesn't attack me?
Rolled a 13.
It attacked you and then disappears.
Well,
There it
here's
goes, 21.
Sometimes
Michael
we
rolls
roll a
good
20.
for skill checks sometimes, but
Yeah.
Some,
So you watch
I have
as
the,
one of the worms moves onto Kiernell's body and then vanishes into his code.
what?
Ooh.
You saw him
Crazy.
doing some like crazy Professor Xavier shit to it, and then it came to him. So, Copper, you're up.
Who's still underneath me? Yep.
Oh boy.
Both of these ones are
Cool.
still alive. Yeah.
This one's chatted though.
They're both
True.
chatted.
Are they both chatted? Wow.
Yeah, they're both chatted.
Yep. The chattening.
The chatting. Nice.
Bleh.
All right.
Poison spray on this one in front of me. This one's underneath me.
That'll work. And no need for damage, because you can't get less than 1.
Freaking hero, he's immune.
I know I don't have resistance to acid.
I don't
So,
think I
yeah.
have any- it's poison.
Next up, Valentine.
I'm gonna stab this one right next to me. I'm gonna stab it. 17.
Yep. Also,
Thief.
yep. And it would have sneak attack.
Nope, no sneak attack. Or
Did
did
you-
have sneak attack?
You have a Krungar.
Like,
Oh.
behind.
Are you attacking this one over here by Krungar?
No, the one on the left.
Oh, yeah, no
Oh, the
sneak
one on
attack.
the right is still there?
Yeah, this one's still here.
Oh, it has an X on it. Okay.
No, it has an X underneath it.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I'll attack that one.
Okay,
If
murder.
that's
Murder happens. You got it. Don't need to roll sneak attack damage because 1 would have done it.
it.
And then do you have any movement or are you holding still?
I have movement.
Bonus action disengage?
Why?
Because there's the other one on the left.
Yeah, I could just move here.
Oh, that works. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be
absolutely.
alright. I'll be alright.
Alright, alright.
I'm gonna stab the one
Yeah, the
next to my buddy.
Save that one.
Cool, cool, cool.
13?
That will hit. No need to roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Nice.
Protecting your friends. Krungar smash the last one? Or the second to last one? But the last one that you're aware of?
Smash.
Won't smash.
What the fuck? It says in all of them. Big smash.
I think we
Let's
need to
see
turn
it.
around. I think we need to turn around and smash the one in his coat.
That'll work. I'm pretty sure the only way for you to not kill it is to roll 2 ones. Actually, it would have been, yeah, there's other ways. but smash.
Two.
Okay. So as you kill the last one, and we move into kind of a space that's kind of afterwards, I'm going to give Barrick the first opportunity to say or do something. You watch as it disappears into Kiernail's coat. Kiernail doesn't do like a, oh, heebie-jeebies. It's more of like just a calm, cool, collected Kiernail that it just vanishes, and it seems like whatever he did intently.
I'm gonna keep that to myself right now and
Okay.
just kind of observe.
Okay. So, Chad, we have a very serious question we have to ask for you here.
Uh-huh.
Do you let it inside of you or no?
No. From what I understand, that's not gonna help me in any way.
Okay,
That's
so let
just
me
gonna-
explain. It is going to very much try to enter you.
No, pretty much the first thing I would say is,
Yeah, it's no longer
once-
negotiating once it's on your person.
right, once it got on my person, I would like telepathically tell my familiar to find it and kill it.
Okay. So, what I'm going to have you do is roll a d20, and this is just for me because I need to determine how this goes, because I don't want to roll it since it's something you're doing on your person, and depending on how you roll this d20 determines how we see this
No
go.
bonuses at all. This is just a straight up D20 check.
Just a d20 roll, just a 20-sided dice roll. Yep. Okay.
19.
So you want it to violently murder the other thing. What
Yes.
you watch, everybody who's kind of close to Kiernail, is his jacket starts bulging for a second, and then you see his glove kind of peel off of his hand on its own without him like pulling it off, and then you see something come out and enter into his coat. Because at this point, it's really hard to miss because his coat is like swelling and like pulsing, and then you see and hear this very kind of sick slapping sound as Kieran just stands there, very just non-fluxed, right, just totally chill, and then you hear kind of like a sound it sounds almost like someone taking a sausage and like pulling it apart, and then after a fashion, you see 2 red, sickly, just drops of noodles just drop out from his coat, and then his glove is back on.
So I'm
What?
sorry. Did they kill each other?
No, the Sokar ran into the back, grabbed it, ripped it in half, and then dropped it
Ah.
out of your coat. What you felt on your back as it was moving around, you very much understood that the Sokar at this point was blossoming. So there's like 3 of these things slapping on your back, and then you
Whoa.
felt it lance the thing with 2 of the Sokar, bite at the center in between those lances, and then tear out with its blade heads.
Lovely.
And so
Lovely.
that all happened underneath your coat on your back, and you can kind of feel like a little bit of warmth on your back, like wetness.
Yeah.
But
I'll
then you
take care of
also
it
feel
later.
like a sound, and then the body kind of falls out from underneath you. And you just kind of shrug, and it goes back
Yeah,
into your
just
hand.
like, you know, kicks it out of his like pant leg or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't go in your pants, you goober.
I mean, you know, wherever, like, you know, it's like out of his sleeve or.
I mean, I've seen that anime, but we're not playing that one.
He's been chatted. The
Chatting
pants.
takes a new meaning.
Oh no, Chad!
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right. Moro would be like, "What the hell? There's might be more of them in your coat. Things are moving around in there." Like he doesn't know what's going on.
No. The movement stops,
It stops,
and then it falls
Yeah.
out. There's no other movement.
Okay. What
Be right back,
happened to
2
that
seconds.
thing? What happened to that thing? How did it get ripped in 2 or cut in 2?
he would telepathically tell his familiar, "Great job," and then
Great job.
he would say
thumbs
to the
up.
rest of them, he was like, it was a bit of a telepathic trickery. I managed to convince that thing I was on its side, and then, you know, once I had it on my person, I conveniently killed it. So it's dead now. And he like steps on whatever the remains are for good measure.
All right, don't do anything like that again. That's like we're not sure what's going on when you do stuff like. Let's just kill the things. Don't let them get into your body.
Well, I'm, you know, I had everything under control. I had a plan.
Gemwich, man. Can't believe that. That's also he uses it as a swear word sometimes.
Noted.
That's it used as a swear word. All right. This life is going to kill me. All right, we got to get out of here. We got to get on to objective.
So that room was kind of a dead end / dud.
So,
And the basement
so
stairs are over here.
who were the first 2 in there? Krungar and Copper?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me another perception check for me, please. Getting a little bit of static from you, Jonah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I think it's my phone. Somehow, whenever I put my phone next to my mic, it does some weird shit.
Don't do that
Yeah,
then.
could be.
I'm sorry.
So
Doing
what
it
you'll
in your
notice is it
brain.
looks like most of the fluids that were on the shelves and the like, especially the shelf Krungar just fucking dumpstered, are completely wrecked. Like there's nothing there. And as you kind of do a quick scan and kind of look over them, you'll realize that some of them are like a brain and brine or some other nonsenses. Nothing here looks like it's usable. Okay.
Me out of
Right.
this.
Get the fuck out. Just gingerly
Yeah.
stepping over all of the dead worms.
Gives out shivers.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right, everyone. Can we go to the basement now?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait in the car.
Gingerly step over and away.
That's
Call
worth
me if you need
that's worth
me.
inspiration. That's worth inspiration. I like that one. Okay. You enter into the kitchen. Let me describe it because you would have already seen it, but we didn't really deal with it because you chose to go away. Had you said, well, okay, they seem to have it handled, I would have discussed it. But here we are. So you already are aware of this. It's in poor condition. Looks like there are flies covering foul-smelling messes of several meals stacked on a work table in the middle of the room. It looks like the fire pit of the, the fire pit of the chimney, the fireplace. My brain doesn't work sometimes, but it looks like it is completely cool, but very dirty, like very sooty. It does look like there's a black iron pot that's hung on a hook from the sidewall of the fireplace, but it does look like it's big enough that a medium or small creature could climb up it if you wanted to ascend to the second floor via a non-traditional method.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to have Moro absolutely complete the chimney sweep look, like that would be the way to do it.
Chimney,
Chimney, chim, true. That's right.
chim, brew. Yeah, you
That's
know
right,
that.
folks.
The boy's gonna keep going.
The door on the north side looks like it leads to some sort of pantry. The door to the west, leads to a larger room. Inside of this room,
Following him.
you would see that there is a pantry. It looks like it's well stocked, but most of the food stuff that's present here is stuff that keeps for a long time. Potatoes look like they've got, a number of eyes that have grown from them, but serviceable. Nothing a blade can't cut. Are you familiar with how potatoes work, Jonah? It looks like you are confused. Potatoes have things that are kind of like roots, but they're called eyes. They're like white stems that breach off of a potato. Sorry, you looked.
I didn't know that.
You thought
No,
it's not an Eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Well, no more so than a potato already is.
We were told to look out for things with eyes and teeth.
No, yeah, that's why I gave you that face.
Yeah.
Because
Potatoes and
she was
eyes.
like, watch out for eyes. And I was like,
maybe this is what they meant. Maybe
A potato of eyes.
Cursed potatoes.
That'd be terrible.
I thought it was cursed potatoes. This is my bad. Okay.
Just regular ass potatoes. It looks like they've just grown
Regular ass potatoes.
from there. They're older, and then there are other kind of foodstuffs that are present here that don't look like they've spoiled. Mostly root vegetables and like hard stock.
All right, I'll pass on that.
There is a staircase that leads down.
Oh yes, that's the place I wanted. Okay. So yeah, I'll check out the staircase, make sure there's nothing down there.
There's a staircase that leads down. Remember, the ceilings are 20 feet high, so it's not going to be I look down there and I'm going to see anything, because you're looking at a wall, effectively.
Oh, fair. All right, I'll keep going.
You can see the bottom of the stairs.
I'll keep going. I'll keep going down.
Okay.
I'll make sure, I'll let Moro know telepathically. Hey, I'm going downstairs. Make sure everyone's all right.
And when I said you saw the bottom of the stairs, instead what you actually saw was a landing, and that landing connects to a spiral staircase that descends further down.
Okay.
Continuing or turning back?
No, I'm gonna keep going.
I lied to you. Oh, I did not lie to you. I did lie to you. It doesn't lead to. It does not lead to what I said. It leads to a small room. I got that.
I think I was connected with Kurnell and Moro, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna let them both know I'm heading down the stairs.
All right.
I'm at a door. I'm gonna
Are
check
we
it
all
out.
going down or no?
Let's go. I think we should all go down.
Okay.
Yep.
Especially after that last thing that happened.
Don't move your tokens, please. Please, Foxen.
Oh.
Okay, now you can move your tokens with reckless abandon for all I give a shit. Do you open the door down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to click on it. There we
And
go.
surprisingly, your friends are already on the other side. You all spill out.
Ah!
You all spill out into
How did
the
y'all get
stairs.
here? Oh, we took the elevator.
So you're currently on 2 different maps. Please don't move around without permission. Actually, you know what? I don't trust any of you. You're all a bunch of thieves.
Can you move me down towards the door?
I'll live my life.
I've been destroyed.
You can move yourself. You're right here.
Oh, you said not to move.
Now you can move.
Okay.
We had 2 tokens.
Okay.
He's like,
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
trust you.
here to
So
the
sorry.
door.
Let me explain.
I'm gonna.
Thank you for following orders. I appreciate that. The faint aroma of grapes fills the air in the cellar. 4 large wine casks stand against the west wall, a fine layer of dust covering each of them. The 3 wine racks to the south appear to be empty. That would be these racks here. Or is that door present? Yeah.
Open it.
Okay.
I don't.
Pause. 4 wooden pews face a stone statue in the middle of this torchlit chamber. The statue has a roughly bipedal shape and is carved to look like it's coming undone, like a frayed rope. Its form is covered with mouths and outstretched tongues. Standing before the statue are 4 purple cloaked figures, their faces hidden by cowls. They are writing on pieces of paper and muttering to each other. As you open the door, there's a tense moment where you think that you might be caught out, but they appear to be oblivious to your presence.
I'm going to slowly shut the door,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna let Kirnell and Moro know telepathically. There's some weird cultists across this threshold, and they're writing on papers and shit. Do we want to just rush in and, do what we did to those slithering snakies, or are we gonna?
Hold on a second. Let me see what this spell does.
I think we should go in and knock him out or kill him or whatever. If we could find the Markov kid, I think we should, or guy, we should knock him out.
I
Tie
have a
him up.
question.
Sure.
Are you still concentrating on Pass Without Trace? Or did you lose it when you went prone?
I would say with everything that's happened, it's probably fallen away.
Yeah, I probably lost it when I got knocked prone by who was it that
Okay.
knocked me prone?
Nobody did nothing to you.
So
No,
Can
somebody
I-
knocked me prone. They jumped up on the table, knocked it off. It was Varric, wasn't it?
It was the table collapsing. We both
a
went
mimic.
prone. I got up.
Which
Yeah.
All right, we
Um,
don't have to blame anybody. I get it. You should leave a note saying you're going to pay for that table, though.
can
Just
I
kidding,
sneak
just-
my familiar in there?
Without opening the door, no.
I think we should just go in there and kick their butts.
You'd have to open the door to do so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to open the door.
You
I
could
mean,
open
Yeah,
the
I
door.
just
and
want to. I
then-
want to catch a glimpse of what they look like, so I can make myself look like one of them, and then I'll walk in there and I'll leave the door open.
okay, that's interesting.
So you could just open the door and look at them.
I mean, yeah, I guess if they didn't react to Sebastian being in there.
Yeah, I didn't think they had reacted to Sebastian in there.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Sebastian is also super sneaky.
that's true. I guess Kirnell will go as sneaky as possible and try to sneak a peek in there.
Just
Copper
type
is
it out
paranoid
without
now.
muting themselves.
That's Jonah.
I appreciate you
Copper's
typing
paranoid
notes,
now.
but yeah. Okay, so you open the door, and then what happens, Kirnell?
What you
I want to just catch a peek what they're dressed like, what they look like, and then I'm
purple
gonna
robes,
use
cowl.
cool. Dip back around the corner, use disguise self to disguise myself as one of them,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna sort of insinuate myself into the crowd, while also forming a telepathic connection with Sebastian.
So you open the door.
Right.
Go ahead
We're
and do
already
that.
connected.
That Carinel does the weirdest stuff.
And then you walk through.
Yep.
The second you step through the threshold of this door, so go ahead and place yourself in that space right on the other side of the door.
Skin melts off you.
The statue in the middle of the room surges with eldritch energy. You feel a ripple across you that causes the worm inside of your palm to quake. Roll a d4.
What the?
Worm crate. Quaking.
Okay.
I got 3.
So, as this happens, are you familiar with like horror films that have that kind of like zoom lens effect that causes like a distortion of distance and space?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah. Oh.
That
wow.
happens to you right now, and as the surge happens, you watch as the cultists turn and look over at you, and their eyes kind of flare with like an eldritch red energy. Roll initiative.
Nobody looks at our friend like that.
Everyone or just Kirnell?
Yeah, we're everybody.
Okay.
We have 10 minutes. Let's go.
We're gonna have to get involved in this. This is gonna be crazy. All right.
Oh,
For the duration of the effect, the Eldritch Surge, Chad, and this is not just you. Everybody has that effect, the boom effect.
Oh.
For the duration of the Eldritch Surge, everyone of you has disadvantage on attack rolls due to the fact that whatever's causing this perception change causes objects and creatures a short distance to be actually like further or closer or distorted. So you are swinging optically awkward.
Okay.
And
So if I get, wait, no, we don't get advantage for people being 5 feet from the creature, right? That we're attacking.
you do. You just
Oh, we
have
do.
disadvantage. No, you don't get advantage for that. No, you just
No.
get to sneak attack, but you can't sneak attack if you have disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're going to be going
Yeah.
on 12. I just, for whatever reason, can't get them onto the damn board.
That is poopy.
Just
Joe, roll your initiative, Joe.
Joseph.
G.I. Joe. He's a
Joseph.
real American hero.
He's
Joe
on.
Joe.
Oh, he's not on there. There he is. Oh my god, fast. He's so fast. You hear a
Lenny,
fight,
holy shit.
and your sight distorts. You know that Kirnell must have activated someone's trap card. What would you like to do, Krungar?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes.
Not
I
before.
run at here now. I run at the danger. I
Okay.
run at it fast.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get in the room right in front of him.
You can even stand
You're my
here.
hero.
I'll give you some time for chatting. Okay. Do you wish to go further, or you're holding there?
Is there a
You can ready an action to attack. You could throw something.
is there a limit to the amount of bonus actions I can take? Is it still only one?
Just one, yeah.
Is it a bonus action to rage?
It is a bonus action to rage.
Okay, then I'm going to use this other bonus action instead. But I can run a little bit further.
Adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, adrenaline rush. Perfect. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And then you'll gain temporary hit points of 2, or no, it's heal. No, it's 2 temporary hit points. Cool. Yeah, and then you can move further. You can go your speed again. You walk up to that guy. Baby cat,
I
no.
run up to that guy real fast and real dangerous like.
Swing it. Hit.
Ooh, nice.
And okay, so I'm assuming you did like a Lancelotian kind of like sideways swing, right?
Yeah.
It's comical how quickly your blade goes right through his robes and everything. The purple very quickly becomes sanguine tinged, and you watch as his top half like flies through the air, like 5 feet or so, slamming onto the ground, shooting blood the whole time as it's spiraling, as the legs just slump onto the pew. Any other movement? You still have movement.
How much do I still have? Those.
You moved 5, so you still have 25. You could get onto any other one guy you want.
I run at this guy next.
Oh, sorry. You would have made that attack with disadvantage. Can you roll the attack again, just so I have it? I'm sorry. I need to make sure I'm maintaining consistency. You could recklessly attack. You could just say you recklessly attacked. Is that okay?
I recklessly attack.
Perfect. That happened. Barrick, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to move. I can have up to 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. We move about right here.
Sharp noted.
Yeah, the one on the
Holy
bottom
fuck.
left in
Okay.
that square pattern. I'm going to be sharp noting.
Go for it. Hit. Damage.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, you know,
So it's like one of those Japanese animes, right? Like when they get like cut on the cheek, but like he's wearing like a cowl or a mask, so like when it cuts it, it kind of causes like a piece of the porcelain to kind of pop off. But you see the blood kind of like slowly streak down his chin, or to his chin, yeah. And then Bego.
also as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and Bardic Inspiration on Kirnell.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Rush forward. Rush forward. They all slam into Krungar, the thing that they see as the most potent threat. And
Does it feel like they're affected by the statue or no?
you can't tell for sure.
Shit.
Let's see. Okay, so they're all going to swing at you. They have curved blades that they pull out of their robes as they get up and move towards you. 3 attacks, and they had advantage because of reckless, miss, and hit. And take 2 points of damage as I roll minimum damage. Yay! Copper, you're up. You gotta squeeze through the door, my guy. You might as well do that on the other side as you're moving through, by the way. Yeah, probably do it after you get through the door, because you're going to kill a lot of your speed with that. It takes 4 spaces to move through a squeeze space. Yeah, you move to there, then you turn into the thing, and then you rush forward. Go ahead and make an attack.
Rawr.
Swing. Trying to get through this fight as quickly as possible.
You know what we didn't see this entire session? Baby cat.
Damn it. Yeah, we've seen him several times.
Oh, on camera?
Uh-huh.
The white one? Yeah, you
Yeah, baby cat. I didn't see baby
you weren't
cat.
paying
Okay.
attention. You were probably typing up notes or something.
And then, does it still throw them down? Does it still have a knockdown effect? You're muted, Foxen.
Yes, there's nothing.
Okay. And he'll fall. Okay, cool. Because it's strength save. Okay, cool. Moro, you're up.
Moro's up. All right. I'm going to go here. It's like 5, 10.
Trying to bolt through this combat ASAP.
Goddamn, this token's big.
I
Do you
should have
have,
started here.
do you have
20 will
25
flip.
or?
I guess I could see this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to cast Toll the Dead.
Yeah, he's wounded.
Because-
That works.
Well, he has to do a
He failed
do
it.
a wisdom
I just failed
save.
it. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Now it's going to be messed
D12.
up because I didn't figure
Just
out.
roll a
how to-
d12. Just roll a d12.
Yeah. I'm going to do it. Hang on.
Roll.
Go, go.
Roll not
Get-
bad.
It should roll both if you roll damage.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
For some reason. It's
That's
crazy.
He dies.
Yeah.
The bell appears above his head and clocks. You watch his life
Woohoo.
fall out of him, and he falls to the ground. Kieran,
Ding!
And then I say out loud, I hope that wasn't the guy we're looking for.
you are one of them, by the way. Everyone else is looking at you, but they know it's you. He rushes
I
into the
guess
throng where
I'll
it will
go
be
like over here.
harder to tell for sure. Here, Krungar. Ah!
Copper's gonna turn and growl at him.
Okay. Just move quickly. What are you casting?
Hold on, I'm trying to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
We got several of them. You
20 on
wouldn't-
Eldritch Blast.
yeah, you would have
Wait,
disadvantage, so the
it's
10 will
10.
miss. Okay, moving on. Oh, can you roll again on the attack roll, Foxen, please?
No, because I have pack tactics. So
Oh, because it's Jason. Go. Smart. Valentine.
All right, Valentine runs up. Do. Right there. Past the panther or lion, creature, wolf
It's a
thing,
wolf.
and I attack.
big ass furry bear.
Don't worry
Big
about
ass
sneak attack. You don't
furry
get it. Just attack.
I know. Do roll and roll.
Okay.
I mean,
Miss
he
and
did.
miss.
All right, that's it.
And you would have had disadvantage on. Well, you would have had advantage as well. That's fine.
I would have
Yeah.
missed anyway. It's
Okay. You're
okay.
attacking a prone guy. Cool. Krungar. Guy on the ground or guy standing up?
Reckless. Standing up.
Okay, regular attack. So you wouldn't have advantage. You'd have the 17. That still works. Go ahead and do the damage. Okay. Solid hit, but not enough to kill him outright.
Did he chat him?
Nope.
Well, that one has HP. He tough.
No, they all have the same amount of HP.
Oh,
It's 9. 9 is the amount. Barrick, you're up. Muted.
I move over to this space over here, and I'm gonna shoot the one closest to Valentine.
Oh, I
with-
thought you were going to say the closest to you, because that would be Kieran. Joking. Give me the attack. You have disadvantage on the attack.
That's funny.
Hit.
15.
And you said the one closest to Kieran.
Oh my god.
Well,
Jesus.
that's not enough.
Okay.
You did just shout, though. That's fucking hilarious.
chatted.
Twice
was
in a
hilarious.
row.
Sounds like we're gonna have to start calling him Michaeling. Chad, you better
No.
start
Oh my
fucking up some attack rolls, my guy.
Ugh.
Cultist attack Krungar. This guy gets back up, and they have advantage. One will hit. It'll do 3 points of damage. Yeehaw! The other one misses. Fuck my life. Go ahead, Copper.
Go, Copper.
Trying.
Eat
Yeah.
him, Copper.
Trying to get it done. Yeah, that'll hit. Don't worry about damage. That one's dead.
Nom 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 nom.
Next up is Moro. You're casting a spell, right?
Yep, I'll cast Toll the Dead again.
Yep. I failed my save, so it's dead.
It's dead.
Dead.
I don't even need a roll for it. Huh?
So as
We
you
did it.
finish the last one,
that
what-
wasn't even a right.
what I'll state is the surge effect remains. That strange, eerie sense of distance. And that's where we'll end the session for tonight, and we'll continue right from there. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll see you next week.